Hey guys, welcome to the Cemetery Road. Doing a live stream. It's been a while. I know. Do I have something on my shirt? Can't tell. There's always like a dot. It throws me off every time. What a way to start the show, guys. I haven't been doing live streams in a while. I've been super busy. Life and stuff and traveling with the Canadians, traveling to visit a few other people, do investigations, work, all that kind of stuff. So it's kept me from doing a regularly scheduled live stream like I used to. But I'm glad to be able to do one tonight. Kathy Evans is in the house. For those of you just joining us, we're just kind of hanging out tonight. We're hanging out. And by we, I mean we. We got Canadians with us, guys. They have invaded the YouTubes. Suddenly you're like really loud. Like there's an ambient loudness.
Oh, that's us. Hold on. There's a setting that I can turn off the ambient. Hold on. I saw this. Is that better?
Oh, much better. Betty is in the house. We're just kind of hanging out, guys. We're going to do a quick, I say that, quick live stream. I don't know how long it's going to go. We're just going to hang out. But it's been a while since I've actually even talked to these guys. So I think I talked to Ron last week. Like before that, we hadn't talked in a little while. And I don't think I've talked to Cassie in forever. Mm-hmm. Pam is in the house. Thank you guys for watching the live stream. We got to start out this live stream on kind of a bummer, but I'm hoping to bring it up from there because I found out I've been busy, super busy. Haven't been really paying attention to the internet, to our community here on YouTube, between the channels that we all kind of hang about, and we all support each other and stuff. And it wasn't until I was like, man, I really got to get back doing some Cemetery Road stuff. I got some videos to post. And that's when I saw that a friend of ours, someone who has supported all of our channels, has passed away. Daniel, Bay Area Ghost. You guys have seen him in the chats here in Weeping Willows and in Crows. Everybody, he bops around the entire community. He's been a big supporter of every single thing that we have done. He passed away very recently in the last week. And that is hard. It's hard to, like, I'm pretty sure I was one of the last to know because I've been so absent from our community, but it was it just kind of hit me of like, dude, he was just in my chat the last episode. We chit chatted about calendars not too long ago. Like it was rough to hear about that. And, one of those things it's a big reminder of like this community that we've built, that we're not always just like entrenched in each other's lives. And so we don't know what's going on. We don't know how people are doing physically, mentally. He had a lot of health issues. He was doing some back surgery. And now he's kind of, there's a hole in our community. Yeah. And, I think if you could take away one thing from this, it's that, he may not have understood the hole he would leave. Like he was bopping around doing his life. No idea that one day he wouldn't be here, and that maybe he didn't understand the hole he would leave in a community of people who had never met him. But that's kind of a cool thing to think about. Like it's an encouraging thing to think about, that like, you never know. As much as you may think like, oh, my life, I'm like very, like, I've got this group of friends and this family and kind of thing. You never know how much your life spreads beyond the world that you live in day to day, physically.
Yeah. Betty just lost her husband too.
Betty did just lose her husband, and Betty has been a big supporter of this channel, I know, and I'm glad she's here. Always like seeing Betty up in the chat, and just take comfort in that. There's a community of people who are feeling that loss, and we don't really realize that, I think, in our day-to-day lives. Yeah. But this live stream's for Daniel. He's a good dude. He's going to continue. His presence will be felt within this community for a very, very long time, because that's how we roll here in this community. We understand and we feel people's presence. Pam says, I lost my hubby almost 11 years ago. Big old hole in my life. Yeah. And I think that's the goal of everybody's life, is that when we're gone, we hope there's a hole somewhere, that people recognize that we have gone. That's kind of how I feel anyway. Leslie is in the house. Dan Tex is in the house. We're just kind of chilling tonight, guys. You know, I felt the need for a live stream on this channel because we haven't done it in a little while. Through all the traveling that we've been doing and the busyness of my life, I haven't been able to do a whole lot. And then hearing about Daniel, I was just like, nah, you know what? Daniel would want us to start getting back into the groove of things and putting forth our work into our channels, because he felt the need to support what he felt was important. And if he felt it was important, then we better make sure it stays important. So that's what we're here for. We're just hanging out. We're going to have a good time because Daniel would want us to have a good time.
Yeah. Also, I wanted to mention, if you guys have any, I believe there's someone named Storm. Well, I know it's Stormy. Stormy, she's going to be going to his funeral. So if anyone has any condolences or wants to write anything about Dan Tex, I saw Dan Tex's name. Daniel,
oh my gosh.
About Daniel,
Hey,
send it to Crow, and Crow will be able to get it to her. So
yeah, definitely. Crow's kind of like the godfather of our community, where he knows everybody. He's in connection with everybody. So anything you want to do in terms of sending love and support the way of Daniel S.'s family, Barry a Ghost family, however you knew him, send it to Crow of Judas. Send it his way. He will make sure any of those messages of condolences and support reach that family, and you know, he'll do the work for us. Kasara is in the house. Yeah, so I'm sorry to bum you guys out, but hopefully we can all agree that the last thing Daniel would want us to do is be bummed out. So we're going to hang out. We're going to have some fun. And I don't know how long this live stream is going to go, but I promise there's more Cemetery Road coming your way, guys. Members to this channel, I just released my look at my trip to the Ren Fair. So members got the Ren Fair video that I just put out today. So if you're at all interested in my journey into the Ren Fair, it's not so much me. It's more just what I saw at the Ren Fair. I don't make an appearance in that video because I was the guy. I had to shoot everything. But you can check out some of that if you're a member. If you want to be a member, go check it out. And then I still have a bunch of videos from our trip. The trip Cassie and Ron and myself went on to Louisville and surrounding areas. I'm going to be putting those videos out over the next couple weeks. And then I just went on an investigation with one of my sons. You may say, oh, Paul's back in a video in an investigation, but no, my other son. I took the 17-year-old son with me on an investigation. We hooked up with Joe of Entity 7 Paranormal. He invited us to go do an investigation with him. We did that. You may have seen us on his channel. He did a behind the scenes kind of like live stream thing at the location. I'm going to be releasing my episode soon, so you'll be able to see that. And then I'm planning more stuff, guys. It's just the life and stuff. It's got to come first, and then the channel and stuff will definitely be a close second. Steph is here. Kasara, Dan Tex, Leslie, Laws from Oz. And then obviously Betty's here. We're all just kind of hanging out. How have you guys been doing?
Hot. We were going through a heat wave right now.
We're in the mid to high 90s for like at least the next couple weeks.
That's where we are.
Well, higher actually. Yesterday was a high. Well, in Celsius, it was a high of 44. So that's 111.
Ooh. Oh, wait.
No. Yeah, 111
Hence the
Fahrenheit.
sleeveless look she's sporting right now.
I'm like friggin'. And then today I think was only a high of 100.
I don't know.
Or something.
I thought today felt harder than that.
Oh, it was a high of 42. So it was like it's stupid hot. So
and I've got the humidity here too, so like it doesn't feel good. I will tell you guys, like, today's my day off from my job. I spent the entire day, not the entire day. I went out on a lunch date, but then the rest of the morning and the rest of the afternoon, I spent laying down in bed in the AC, snuggling up with my brand new kitten. Like, that's all I did today. I got a kitty. Cassie and Ron met him. His name's Frodo. He's 10 weeks old. He's about yay big. He's little. He's itty bitty, and he loves to sit on my shoulder and hang out. So that's all I did today.
Yeah. Today was I worked, and then
Leslie, what are you doing? Hold on, I can highlight you, girl. We throwing down $20 super chat. Love y'all. We love you too, guys. And I know when you're a part of a community like we are, sometimes it feels like not as close knit, because some of us have other things to do. Like me, I'm not posting all the time, or like some people post every like once a month and stuff like that. But I love the fact that no matter whose channel I go to for their live streams, for their episodes, I see you all in the chat. I see the names that I'm just like, man, I've seen this name for 3, 4, 5 years now, just hanging out, supporting what we're doing. And Leslie, you are definitely one of them. So like, thank you for that. Thank you for supporting this channel. This channel is kind of like a labor of love for me, even though I don't get to hang out and play around with it too much. The support means the world. So thank you. Leslie also says, "Oh, you got a new baby." Yeah. Do you guys want to meet my baby? I can have my son bring him in here. He's so sweet. He's a little sweetie pie. I'll get him in here in a second. But yeah, it's been hot, man, and I'm fine with sitting in the AC, guys. I don't need that heat.
Yeah, we had brought an umbrella to the rugby practice, so we were in the shade because it was just so stupid hot. So us Canadians, but it's not like, because it went from like cool to like boom hot summer. It's like middle of the summer heat. It's okay when it gradually gets there, but it goes from like one extreme and then it's supposed to get cooled down next week again. So it's like this floppy.
Yeah, we're going to be sitting at like 95 to 98 for like the next 2 weeks. And there's no like storms that are supposed to come through and cool things down. So like it's going to be uncomfortable for a bit.
Yeah, there's thunder warning. Well, like I look at the calendar, it's like thunder and lightning all week. And it's just humid too.
You get with the heat though.
Yeah.
See, if you're going to give me thunder and lightning, I'll deal with the heat. Like, I'm fine with that.
But it doesn't cool it down. It just gets muggy.
Yeah, but the thunder and lightning are like a gift. You're like, it's a trade-off. You're like, I'm going to be hot and uncomfortable, but hey, light show.
True.
Like, all right, cool. I'll do that. That's how I roll. Now y'all know. What else have you guys done over the past few weeks? Like, I haven't talked to you in a hot minute, Cassie.
I know.
And literally once with Ron, like for like 30 minutes.
Yeah, it's just been a lot happening in our house. Our youngest daughter has been dealing with some health issues, and we think we got an answer. It has to be diagnosed by a cardiologist, but so that's going to just be a wait. But at least we're on track and kind of know what to do. So that's been happening. Work, life, and I've been slacking on my channel. I feel horrible, but a lot of stuff's been coming up. I won't go into details or anything, but I'm going to be back on track next week. I promise. It's just this week, I don't know. Yeah. But I'm gonna be back on track. So
Yeah, it's hard with the channel. Like, I have no excuse, guys. Like, I have footage. I haven't even gotten to the footage of cemeteries that we shot while we were together. I've only
yeah,
shown like ones on the way to hang out with you
Yeah.
guys. So I don't even know how many cemeteries, 4 or 5 cemeteries worth of stuff
Wow.
to put out there. And
Yeah.
I haven't. So it's on me.
yeah. I mean, we have
I've just
footage
been
too. I
busy.
just have to do it. So, but it's okay.
Yeah. That's
It's
why I
all
took
good.
the time today to release the members episode. Again, if you are a member of this channel, I released the Ren Fair kind of behind the scenes kind of, hey, this is what I do. I did for 6 weeks over the course of Ren Fair. So the local Ren Fair I go to is 6 weeks, 6 weekends long, and I managed to go through to at least half, because the weekend it's Saturday and Sunday, and then there's one weekend for Memorial Day, which was all 3 days, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I managed to go to like every Saturday, then like a couple of the Sundays. And I had a great time, but like literally it's like work, 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 deal with Ren Fair, go to Ren Fair, be wiped out, work, 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 go to Ren Fair. Like it was just nonstop. And I had no energy to like sit down, edit a video, get it out there, do the work of making thumbnails and posts and all that kind of stuff. Because as much as it doesn't sound like that's a lot to some people, of like, oh, you just have to post a video. Well, I have to edit the video. I make it worse on myself sometimes by editing everything on my phone, which, while convenient for I can edit wherever I want, it's harder because there's so many limitations to editing on your phone that you don't have when you're editing on a computer. It's just a little more just efficient to edit on a computer, but I chose a route where I'm editing on a phone for one reason or another. And so I'm doing that, and then I'm kind of anal about my thumbnails. I want to make them really nice and neat and cool, but then like to find the time to edit them, to post them, to then like you have to be aware of like what time to post your videos to reach the max amount of people, and like it's just there's so much that goes into it that it's just, by the time I'm home and I'm cleaned up and I've cooked dinner and I've cleaned up from cooking dinner and ready to relax a little bit, it's like it's almost time to go to bed, because I work early in the morning, so I don't get to stay up too late. And then like, I'll do it tomorrow. And then everything repeats itself. And the last thought is, I'll do it tomorrow. And then it all repeats itself. So it's just it's a bunch.
Yeah.
Leslie says, I've been busy getting old. We hosted my granddaughter's graduation celebration. Yeah, I just had, Father's Day, but Father's Day also coincides a day or two on the other side of my middle son's birthday, because he was born on Father's Day. That was a nice little gift. He was about yay big. So we had that, and then people visiting, and the Ren Fair wrapping up, and work, and just it's been a lot. And I understand the graduation stuff gets to be a lot, because my oldest son graduated a couple of years ago, and that was a lot. And we didn't even have like a gigantic celebration, but it was a feat. So I get that.
Yeah. Our daughter is actually graduating grade 8 this year, so she goes to high school next year. Crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, so that's the whole process.
I don't think we get to see the cat, guys. I think my son's phone is off. I'll mute the mic and yell at him. Hold on.
That's funny.
That works. He's on the other side of the house.
Oh,
Dan Tech says they grow up so fast. They do. They do grow up so fast. Children and kittens.
Yeah.
It is true. Any new tattoos since the last time I talked to you guys?
No. Our last time. Oh, yeah.
I'm going this Saturday for one though.
Oh.
I'm filling in this space. Right in here.
Hold on, guys. I think I hear a kitten approaching. Okay, hold on.
Well, now I'm on camera.
This is Frodo.
Oh my gosh. Guys.
Cute.
Frodo. He loves me. Oh, he
So
purrs.
cute.
I don't know if you can hear the purring.
Yeah.
He loves me. See, I couldn't leave him in the cage, guys. I couldn't leave him in the cage. It would have been so mean to leave him in the cage.
Yeah.
Oh, where are you going? Over here?
Oh no, Leslie. Sorry to hear that. I just read what Leslie said.
Yeah, it was a little hectic, but worth it. Her other grandfather, my mom's dad, came and just 2 days later had a heart attack and passed away. Holy smokes. Yeah, that's crazy. Jeez. Sorry for that. That sucks. But also great that he got to see the graduation. Now I don't know what to do with the cat. Law says, "Oh my gosh, I have to see this cat." He's here. Come here, you turd. Oh, I know.
Oh.
This is my buddy.
Gosh.
Look,
Oh.
say hi to the internet.
God.
Okay, good job. Good job.
All you need
I
to
think
do is
he almost I can't tell, but I think he might be like a little dwarf cat. His legs are really short, and when he runs, he hops more than he runs. Like it's kind of weird. I know. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say you were short. You're a big boy. He's my buddy. I've been hanging out with him all day. Okay. Go with your little boy. He's so cute.
He put some boots on you.
Dude, it's his natural face.
Yes.
Like, I'm not kidding. His natural face is like this.
Yeah, the pussycat eyes.
Yeah, it killed me. So my girlfriend got a kitten, and so we went to get him. She's like, "I need your help to go like get him and whatever." I'm like, "Okay." We walked into this little room of cages and a bunch of cats and stuff, and I look down and there's this one with a little handwritten note that says Frodo, and this kitty just like staring at me, and he was the youngest one in there. He was only 9 weeks at that point. And I was like, here's your cat. I'm gonna hold this one. And then a week later I had to go get him. So we just got him like 2 days ago. Today was the first full day.
I just got a message from there's this location that I've been trying to get into. It's that house that's owned by the actress over by Waverly.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So we were trying to get into her house, but she goes away during the winter and only comes back for like spring. Yeah, basically the summer season. And I just got a message from my connection to her.
Huh. Interesting.
She's like, we can't miss it this year because we keep missing it. It's been like how many years? Like 2 or 3 years.
I mean, you pointed it out and talked to me about it when I came and visited you guys the first time.
Did we?
Yeah, probably.
Because it's
Probably.
isn't it over by whatever that pub eatery place is we went to?
Oh, Brimstone? No, it's not near Brimstone.
No,
Niagara
it's
on the lake.
No.
No, it's a different direction.
Oh,
It's kind of in the neighborhood of. So if you guys have seen the Waverly Forest episodes, it's like that location. They're close to that location,
Oh,
so it's
a
like
different place.
different area, Fort area. So
Well, the lady that owns
Nice.
the house, she was in Sopranos.
yeah, she was in The Sopranos.
I've never watched it.
I've never watched it either. So
I love the Sopranos. I thought that was kind of cool.
yeah, that's so funny. Finally, it's happening. Oh,
Everybody, calm down! It's happening.
sorry. Sorry. I'm just like I saw that message and I'm like, finally.
That is cool.
It's
Well,
back.
also, guys, in the chat, we've got 11 of you. If you guys have any questions, comments, stuff you want us to talk about, throw it out there in the chat, guys. I'm watching the chat. I want to chit chat about the things you guys want to talk about. So if you have any questions or you're wondering about stuff, it literally can be anything. Ghost hunting, cemeteries, food, life in general. Like let's chit chat, guys. Let's hang out. This is a hang out.
No.
Speaking of food, what did you think of those bacon wrapped honey buns?
No.
No?
I got diabetes just looking at that thing, sir.
Ah,
So, yeah, like Ron always sends me like TikToks and stuff of like people smoking various foods on the smokers and meats and all this stuff. And it was literally a honey bun, like a cinnamon roll, like wrapped in cellophane you get from a vending machine, wrapped in bacon, smoked on a smoker. I ain't gonna lie, I would eat it.
it looks
I would
delicious.
eat it, but good Lord, I could feel myself getting fatter just watching that video. Crazy.
I mean, it looked pretty delicious. The caramelization of the sugars and everything, and the crispiness of the bacon. Like, oh my god!
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna try it.
I was at the store today and saw honey buns, and I was like, "Oh, here we go."
Oh,
I want a smoker. I think I would have fun with a smoker, not as much as you do, but like I would. But yeah, we'll have to see one of these days.
yeah.
We will
Well,
see.
need any tips? I know a guy. I mean, just saying.
Oh, good. You should probably talk to that guy then, because
Yeah, I probably should.
we know you don't know what you're doing.
What happened?
It's the talking about smoker.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even notice that you had your Crooked Pecker shirt on.
Mm-hmm. So we got this at a brewery in Ohio.
Yep.
From last year's trip.
From last year's trip. So
Yep.
yeah, that's my Crooked Pecker one.
I got a hoodie,
I never wear it, but I was like, it was just too freaking hot.
which I think you're probably the smartest of all of us, because I love getting hoodies from those places, from any brewery I go to. I'm more of a hoodie guy. I don't live in a place where hoodies work 90% of the time. You got a shirt that would work really well in my neck of the woods.
Yeah. It would. I mean, I have a lot of hoodies, but I thought I just like the color.
Yeah, she's got lots of hoodies.
So I just
Actually,
Well, you two match, because the orange on your shirt matches his orange. Looks pretty good.
oh yeah. And that's also a beer shirt too. It's
land shark.
land shark.
Yes, it is.
Got it in a case of beer.
You got it in a case of beer?
Yeah,
That's how we get all the shirts.
In Canada, I don't know if they do it in the States, but in Canada they do promos when they sell a case of beer, they get a free T-shirt. So when that happens, I just buy that beer because I'm like, hey, I get a free T-shirt out of the deal.
But t-shirts,
never
Suits, long sleeve shirts,
socks.
socks.
Do they come in like a package, or do you get it like at the counter when you're paying?
Yeah, no, 'cause it's actually in a package with the case of beer.
Yeah.
In the case of beer.
There are some things that do like so here they'll be like gift packages. So like in Christmas time or something like that,
Oh.
you'll have like or you can not just during Christmas time, but they'll be like for the most part it's glasses. Like you'll get a gift pack that's like a 4-pack plus a drinking glass
Mm.
or like a goblet or something special like that, but it won't be like clothing and stuff. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, Bluetooth speakers.
Yeah, Bluetooth
like little mini
speakers.
Bluetooth speakers.
Actually, is it in here?
I don't know.
I was playing with it the other day. The
Yeah.
Coors Light one.
Yeah, no, we got a lot of.
Ron, you look like you've gotten a little sun.
Yeah.
You got
Yeah.
a little
I've gotten
sunglasses.
Oh, the
tan
record.
line.
Yeah. Yeah. It's,
Julie R is in the chat. Hello, Julie. Law says it's hoodie, coat, and scarf weather in Australia, which is weird to me. Like I understand that the seasons are switched. I get that. I have a firm understanding of that. It's weird to me because when you think of Australia, I never think cold weather ever.
Yeah.
You
Right?
always think hot and not tropical, but like, hot beaches, the outback. Like you always think just like you'll never have to own a coat in Australia type thing. So when people from Australia that we know say, oh yeah, I got to have a hoodie, you got to have a coat, got to have a hat, got to like, we're bundled up because it's winter time. I'm like, yeah, but do y'all have winter? Like it's weird. It's weird because on our end, on the American end, or I guess the Canadian end too, all the media that we see from Australia is never cold. It's always sunshine and heat.
Yeah.
So we just have this idea that that's how it is 24/7, 365 days a week. Hold on. My thing is dead. Leslie says, I've always been curious if anyone has ever seen you cleaning up a headstone that wound up being a family member of the person buried there. So you were cleaning up their relative stone. Nope, that has never happened. The only time I've been approached while cleaning a stone was a police officer because I was in Atkinson, Kansas. The first time I was in Atchison, I was cleaning in a cemetery and a cop just pulled up and was like, hey, over there. I was like, I'm just cleaning this headstone. And they wanted to know if I had seen a specific vehicle or person because they were doing a manhunt. They were looking for somebody who had, I guess, robbed someplace, and they were running from the cops. And so that was the only time I've ever been approached by someone while I was cleaning. Otherwise, there's never been anyone else around. Law says Melbourne is in the south of the country, European climate. We get winds from Antarctica. See?
Wow.
News to me, lady. News to me because, again, the only thing I know about Australia is like super nice weather, Baywatch Australia, Mad Max, Crocodile Dundee. Like the Australian community sends out into the world, we are fun in the sun. That's what we know. We don't understand when you guys are like, it's cold here. I'm like, how? How is it cold? Like y'all live in beach climate.
Hey, Jeff.
Boo Boo, or I don't know why I said Boo Boo. Honey Boo Boo Productions. Boo Productions Paranormal Toledo is in the house. Julie R is in the house. I think I'm catching everybody. I'm trying to catch everybody as they pop in and out. I know this is kind of an early live stream for those on the West Coast over there. A little later for those on the East Coast, like Ron and Cassie. Middle of the night, like middle of the road kind of thing for me. I'm hanging out here. It is 8:35 p.m. my time, which, listen, for me, it's kind of late.
Yeah. I'm surprised I'm awake. I've been up since 5 in the morning. 5:30.
I woke up at 4 because there was a small, tiny feline attacking my fingers. And so I woke up a little bit, petted him. We both fell back asleep, woke up again, and then just was like, I'm just going to sit in bed for a while. So
that's nice.
I've been lazy.
Oh, hey, Faith.
Faith is in the house. And so is Willow.
And Will and Toby.
And Toby.
She was barking, so I had to go get her. Like, how dare you leave me?
How dare ye?
Our daughter was baking in the kitchen, so we had the door closed because she was blaring music. So Toby got trapped.
Leslie says kitties are so fun. Yep. I had 2 cats for 17 and 18 years.
Wow.
Because cats live a very long time.
Yes, they do.
Which I did not know that when I got a cat. But they passed away a couple of years ago because they were very close. So like one passed away, and then about a year and a half later, the next one passed away. So I haven't had a cat in a while because I did find a stray cat near our home that we took in. But when my oldest children left the house, they took the cat with them. So that cat's living the best life with the cat lovers. So it's been a while since I've had a cat, and again, I couldn't turn this one away. He was too cute.
Oh, yeah, our cat, he's 10, but he's recently been killing chipmunks. So,
I mean, that's a battle royale. They ain't no mouse. That's like taking on someone your own size type thing.
Yeah.
Well, and they're fast.
Well, chipmunks are bigger than a mouse. But he did that on Friday or the weekend. I can't remember. And then he did it again yesterday. Yesterday or the day before? Yesterday. Freaking cat.
Well, my cat's going to be an indoor cat, so.
We didn't want our cat to be an outdoor cat, but he opens back doors. So he lets himself out.
Oh, well, at least he comes back. I grew up with an outdoor cat, or, a cat that during the day, my mom would, in the morning, let the cat out. Her name was Bogey. Bogey would leave in the morning and then come back in the evening around dinner time and hang out in the house. One of my favorite things to do when I was younger was I was like, what does this cat do during the day? Like, I'm very interested in what this cat does. So one day during the summertime, my mom had already gone to work, and I was like, I'm going to follow this cat. So I let Bogey out, and I just started following her. I followed her for about 30 minutes, and then she lost me because she went into a neighbor's yard, and then she was gone. But I always found it fascinating of what do you do all day? Like, you're out and about, where do you go? What do you do? Who do you talk to? But I could never keep track of her long enough to really find out. But it is kind of weird to me now that cats will go out, explore the world, and then, well, it's time to go back at the same time every night.
Yeah. Harley, sometimes he gets out in the middle of the night and then he just, I don't know, fends for himself. But he's opened the back door during a snowstorm and got outside and then has an adventure. And
do you have coyotes and stuff up there?
We do have a lot of coyotes, but he's really pretty smart. So, but there's a lot of shelters that he can kind of hide in. So our neighbors have outdoor sheds and stuff, so he can kind of hide there. And there's a lot of just areas around he can hide. We didn't want him to be an outdoor cat. It just was the way it worked out. And then
my stress level at this age, I would be stressed the hell out to let one of my cats go outside for the night or for the day or whatever.
Yeah.
I would just be stressed out until they came back.
Yeah. Yeah, no, but he has all his shots and stuff that meant for an outdoor cat, so you can't get all those. There's different things you have to do differently, and he's fixed, so he's not creating babies. So he's just having an adventure.
Yeah, my little one's fixed as well.
Already?
Yeah, because I messaged him a couple days after we went to pick up the girlfriend's cat, and I was like, "Hey, I'm interested in Frodo," and they're like, "Okay, he's not fixed yet. He's going to get fixed in a few days."
Oh.
So he got fixed, and the very next day I picked him up.
That seems so young, though.
I'm not sure. I have no experience, but he, you can see where he got snipped. Like there's a little area that you can clearly see was an incision.
Yeah.
But it's not like he's got to have a cone. He's not uncomfortable. He's not trying to lick at it. So at least that's something. But yeah, he's all fixed up now.
Are you eating cookies?
Freshly baked cookies, Jason.
Okay, send them my way. If they're not warm and fresh when they get here, I'm going to be pissed.
Well, they'll be warm because of the weather.
Yeah, but my kitty's doing good. He's a lovey-dovey. I've got my camera feed on my phone is ridiculous right now. It's nothing but cat photos.
Oh.
I've only had him a day and a half, guys. It's weird. He's a sweetheart. So what's up, guys? Don't let the conversation lull. Come on, we gotta keep this going. People want to hear what we're doing. You guys ask us questions. What do you got? What do you got, guys? The chat needs to be a part of this conversation. Y'all need to be here for us. Dan Tech says, freshly baked in the Canadian sun.
Yeah, pretty much. Might as well have been. Lily heated up the whole kitchen.
Yeah.
It is so flipping hot in there right now. The air conditioner can't even keep up.
Joe is in the house.
Hey, Joe.
How's it going, Joe? I just recently hung out with Joe. He was kind enough to invite me along on a paranormal investigation. Again, those videos will be popping up soonish. But it was a lot of fun to hang out with Joe and the crew. We had a good time. It was a short trip because I had to travel down there. I was there for one night. So me and my son left in the morning. We drove down there. It's about 5 hours away, roughly. We got there. We hung out with Joe. We hung out just a little bit, and then we did investigations until about 2 o'clock in the morning, maybe around there. And then me and my son literally had to go to sleep because we had to drive home the next day. They were there for a few days, which was awesome for them. And it was great to be able to have a good evening with them. But it sucked that we had to come in, do the investigations too fast and leave. It would have been cool to hang out even more. Boo Production says, Joe is upset you got him banned from the location. Hell no, I did not. I followed the rules. We were in Falkor, guys. We were in Falkor. And one of the rules, which I still don't understand why, was you cannot sleep in your vehicle on the property. Be it car, be it RV, it doesn't matter. You cannot sleep in your vehicle on the property. You can sleep in the property, in a bed, in the house. Sure. But you cannot sleep in your vehicle in the driveway. No. So me and my son at the very end of the investigation, we were all done. We knew we had to leave in the morning so we could go home. We jumped in Falkor. I drove 2-3 blocks down to a local Walmart, parked in the back of the parking lot, and went to sleep. So that was kind of how we did it. But I definitely did not get him. If he got banned from a location, that's all him, guys. That's all him. Hauntingly Beautiful Adventures is here in the house. Hello. How you doing? But there's no way that Joe got banned from a location. I know you said it's just kidding. Ha ha ha. But yeah, it was great. And those guys, the way they investigate, super awesome. We very much investigate kind of in the same kind of vein of like cool, calm, and collected. No like theatrics. We could trust each other to investigate professionally, so that was really nice. So it was fun, and I can't wait to bring those episodes to you. I know that Joe said that he's planning on releasing his stuff in October, around that time.
Okay.
Mine will probably come out earlier than that, but I'm not exactly sure when. In a few weeks, I think. I want to get through the cemetery videos that were shot while we went on our trip.
Yeah.
Joe says, "Oh, I think I did get the band hammer." That's because there's questionable stuff about the location. We have questions. Probably.
I can't wait to find out more information on that.
Well, it was mostly like it was things about the location that caused us to be like, me and Joe were even talking about it while we were there. We were just like, we like it's, how do I say it without like spoiling stuff? There are too many ways for our investigation to be questioned due to the natural presence of the location. Like when you want to sit there and say like, "Oh, but the EVP captured this," there's too many ways for people to be like, "Yeah, but," which makes it difficult to have a solid investigation that you can truly stand behind to be like, "Listen, guys, I was there. This is how we did the investigation. I can stand behind the evidence that we may have caught." There's too many things that someone can come in and be like, "Yeah, but what about this? Yeah, but what about this? Yeah, but what about this?" That causes any evidence you may have collected to be questioned on multiple fronts, which is a little rough. It's a little rough when you're presenting it to people and being like, "Hey, check it out." But also, we recognize it. We recognize the fact there are ways, there are avenues to question what we caught. We question those things on camera when it happens. Like we don't just blindly like, "Oh man, did you hear that ghost?" Clearly proof of the paranormal. We clearly call out like, "Hey, yeah, that was interesting, but it could be XYZ." And even, and I know Joe will too, in the process of creating the videos and the process of releasing the videos, we will be totally upfront about like, "Hey, this is what we caught. This is what happened while we were there. Here are multiple reasons why there are questionable aspects to everything we caught." Like we will be honest about all of that. Joe says, "Not only," hold on, I always forget I can do this. "Not only that, but their version of the history and the people that were there can find no record of, nor can anyone else." Exactly. There is a history given for this location of the people who lived there, the events that happened there, that cannot be corroborated beyond what the owners say.
Oh.
Check mark number one of like, "Well, I don't know about this." Much like the Sally House, like there is a history involved with the Sally House, but can it be proven or measured against something factual like ownership details, death records, news reports? No. Like it's just okay. So what you're saying is, people who have a vested interest in the financial success of this location have given us information that cannot be proven. Shall we believe that or not?
Yeah.
That's a problem. It is a problem. It's a problem when it comes to like, "Hey, we're trying to prove or showcase a certain thing, that there is paranormal activity here based on this stuff, and we cannot prove that stuff. So we will show you our investigation, our adventure to this location. How you take what we have captured, it's completely up to you guys." But all that to be said, really fun time. It was really cool to not only hang out with Joe and friends, but investigate with them, because me and Joe, we investigate very similarly. So we're not like bonking heads of like, well, I want to do it this way and I want to do it that way. We investigate very easily together. And we just had a really fun time. And I had my son there. It was his very first investigation. So he truly got to see how investigations work and how boring they can be.
Yeah.
There were a lot of times where we're just sitting around charging batteries and kind of just chilling, having some snacks, chit-chatting. And he's just like, so is this how it is? I'm like, yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
pretty much.
It's a lot of organization. It's a lot of like chilling. So,
I have photo proof of Jason and Levy both sleeping.
oh yeah.
Mackie Mansion.
I was sleeping too.
Or
Well-
you were. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Ron fell asleep a couple times. My son Chris, who was the one on the investigation, he couldn't last. He had to go to bed. So like the last chunk of the investigation, I'm by myself, or I'm not by myself. I'm with Joe and team, because Chris was just like, I got to go to sleep. It was like 1:30 in the morning. He was like, I got to go to bed. I'm like, just go to the van and crash. Like, it's fine. So when he woke up, we were in a Walmart parking lot. He's like, how did we get here?
That's funny.
I'm like, you couldn't last, bro. Laws says, thoughts on Seg's side-eye guy's latest video. The guy that investigated just one property using real scientific practice and equipment for an extended period of time. I have not seen it. I just haven't had time to hang out on YouTube and watch a bunch of stuff. But that sounds super interesting. If you're not following Side-Eye Guy, pretty cool dude. Go check him out. He's kind of a friend of the family in terms of our group of friends. So yeah, that sounds like a good video. I enjoy that kind of stuff.
Yeah. I haven't actually watched it either. I'm so behind on everyone's videos. I'm just trying to catch up.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pop off for a hot second. Cassie and Ron, entertain the people while I'm away.
Okay. Are we going to dance?
We're gonna dance, or you want
No.
see Toby?
Oh, no. We're
Toby
full
do
screen.
tricks? We're full screen guys.
Okay. I just want to say, so Jeff said Jason and you would work well together. I agree. I would say that. I would agree with that. Yeah.
So.
Jason's really laid back when it comes to investigating. And then Matt, I can't click on anything, guys. I don't have the power. So Matt said Jason and I investigated together and got scratched and hit on the head with a rock. I'm trying to think what else. Yeah, funny dance. But yeah, guys. So what's up? No, I know Matt. Sorry, he didn't see the comment. Yeah. So how's everyone doing? It's so friggin' bloody hot here for the ones that just joined. Yesterday was a high of 111 Fahrenheit, and then 44 Celsius, and then today was 42 Celsius, which
Sure
I don't know what.
It's
Probably the same. It's so friggin' hot. Our poor kids had to play rugby tonight, and actually, like 4 kids from the team didn't go because it was so
I don't
hot.
even know why we went. To be honest with you, it was way too hot.
It was hot, but
Way
we did.
too hot.
We did it. And then my kids' school had a lockdown. Not lockdown. They had to evacuate the school today, which has never happened. Yeah, Faith. It's friggin' hot. It was like, I'm fine with heat when it gets gradual, but it goes from like it was like 22 or less even, like Celsius, and it goes like to 44. It's like stupid. Yeah, stay hydrated. I was been literally forcing down Gatorade down. So a potential issue with our daughter is that it'll be solved by it's not solved, but it helps is electrolyte. So today we're just like, here, Gatorade, like drink it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Toby.
Maybe she has to go out though.
It's too hot. I don't want to go back out there.
It doesn't matter. Do you want her to poop in the house? Pee in the house? Is that what you want?
You can just let her out and close the door. She comes back.
Yeah, I know. Get to go outside. I think she's go outside.
Yeah,
I'll be
fine.
right back.
She's not gonna stay out there long. It's too hot for her. Our pool's not open yet either. It's almost there. The stairs have to go in, and otherwise we'll have our pool.
I have no pool. I need to start spraying kids with a water hose. All right, guys. Chat, guys. What else? What else do you want to talk about? Give it up.
Yeah. Questions, anyone? I'm drinking, if anyone cares, Guinness Nitro Cold Brew.
I'm drinking the F5 IPA currently.
Oh.
Leslie says,
oh, yeah.
I would love to investigate with the fam. I still have an investigation with Sean and Cody. I won it on my birthday. Oh, hot dang. That I paused because I had to have hip surgery. Well, dang. You're not too terribly far from me, Jason. Where are you? I don't even know where you are. If you're close to me, you are very far away from Sean and Cody.
Yeah, I know where she is, but I'm not sure if she's going to say it in chat. So, I'll wait for her to say where she is.
You can mention the state. You don't have to tell me like your address. Don't worry. Hauntingly Beautiful Helena says, I would love to investigate with you guys someday. Someday, you never know, man. Bopping around. I think, with me in the middle of the country, with Cassie and Ron up in Canada on the East Coast, there's definitely room to work kind of thing. I mean,
room to roam.
All these teams and all these people that we are associated with being spread out, like, you hang out with one of us, you're getting a completely different kind of chunk of the world than the other.
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, yeah. That's pretty cool, though.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I still have to work with Sean and Cody because last time I hung out with them, they're like, we should do something together. We should go investigate together. And I was like, yeah, absolutely. And it's like, we haven't. Because I haven't been over to the West Coast in a hot minute.
Yeah.
Who's that?
With Sean and Cody.
Oh.
I'm not going to Warren.
Are you guys going to Warren's Paracon in Gettysburg? I have no plans to go anywhere right now.
No
My
plans.
work schedule does not allow for me to do a whole lot. Unfortunately. I can't travel as far away as I used to. I kind of have to be within like a 4 to 6 hour drive of everywhere I live to really do anything.
Yeah.
Boo Production says, Jason, what state are you in? I am in Oklahoma. I'm in Oklahoma. The only state in the union that allows a hunting license for the Bigfoot.
That's cool.
So Gettysburg is only 6 hours and 8 minutes away from us. So
what's that?
I don't know, actually.
Unfortunately, you still do have children and work.
I know, that's the thing. Like because we took our 2 big weeks off. We obviously went to Conjuring House in March, and then we were with Jason in Kentucky for a week. So in April. So I'm kind of like, I mean, I'm able to take more time off, but right now I'm trying to get my business going more. So I don't want to be taking away off my schedule. Like weekends are okay here and there, but I don't want to like
being an adult.
Yeah.
You have the ability to. The responsibility part, it's like, oh man, I really need to pay bills and keep a roof over my head and supply my children with food. I almost said food with children. The Hauntingly Beautiful says, I've never been to Oklahoma. Is there any cool locations over there? As far as my research is, there are cool locations, but nothing I would say is big enough to travel across the world to come see. Unfortunately. So save your money or go other places is what I'm saying. Texas has a ton of places. I'm Texas's hat, but still, like, to travel down into Texas and then across Texas, just go to Texas.
Whoops. I just clicked on something. I was just looking. Oh, it's September. Oh, it's Elida's birthday weekend. Oh, that would actually. No, she's not a passport.
I'll take a line there for
Her
Your
her
kids
birthday.
don't have passports? I
16th
figured with you
birthday.
guys sitting right next to the border, you kids would all have passports the second they popped out.
No. So they have to. You don't need a passport until you're
16.
16.
Oh,
So,
really?
Yeah.
mhm. Yeah. So that's why we've never done it. But Alina's going to be 16.
We should get her passport.
Maybe we should take her there for her 16th birthday.
Yeah.
That would be kind of cool.
That'd be fun.
My kids are going to go visit their mom soonish, and they're going to go up to Niagara Falls.
Oh,
Wow.
So Chris
Falls.
and Connor are going to be going across the border to go visit Niagara Falls. So
Oh,
we
like
just
Canada's
got
version.
their passports.
So they're coming to Niagara Falls, Canada.
Yeah.
They'll be 20 minutes away from us.
I know. Y'all should go visit my children.
Yeah, just be like, Jesus, children, you don't really know us.
no.
I'll message their mom and be like, hey, there's a couple people that are going to meet you over there. They're going to show you around.
Like,
They're bringing their 17 children.
yeah. I mean, two of our, well, like, your youngest is the same age as
Connor
is
Claire.
Garrett.
Oh, my youngest would have a hoot with your kids because he's just a social butterfly and he will have a good time. My oldest or my middle kid, he's 17 now. He's I don't know. He's the shyer one. He's just like, I'll just keep to myself.
That's a Lida.
Lida's that way.
Yeah.
I'll let you know. I'll let you know what's going on. Maybe you guys can hook up. I don't know.
Yeah. That'd be funny. That's cool though. Like,
Yeah,
it's
that'd be
that
funny.
close. Like,
Yep. You could show them what's what. Give them a little tour.
yeah, you show them where the I tell everybody. So we went to the tunnel, right? When we did the power generation.
Yeah.
Like Ron's on the video. So I always tell everybody, I'm like, that's Ron in the blue jumpsuit.
The blue jumps.
That's something I think my kids would enjoy going and checking out. That place was cool.
That tunnel is pretty cool.
Yeah, and you got to be part of building it. That's pretty neat.
Well, not building the actual tunnel.
No, but you're a part of the job.
The sidewalk.
Yeah, it was fun.
The sidewalk.
Well, that's what
It's
this
more
is.
That was
than
the
just
best part.
sidewalk.
It was a nice walk.
Sorry.
But
It's almost 2 kilometers, or it's almost a kilometer long.
I know, but it's not just the sidewalk. It's in a friggin' tunnel that you have. It's like this.
1,800 feet.
It's more than just outside tunnel or outside sidewalk. It's a whole other ordeal.
It was quite.
Helena needs to go. She says, take care, everyone. Goodbye, Helena.
Goodbye.
Thanks for popping in. I appreciate it.
That's
Devil's
cool.
Hour Productions, which this Matt says, we are sharing the trailer to Evil Unearthed to thousands of people at that Paracon in Gettysburg. I'm excited about it. Yeah, that's pretty fun.
Cool, man.
We should really think about this.
Yeah. Maybe we might see you guys there.
This is a great birthday for her 16th birthday, and she loves it because she wants to go on investigations with us. So this would be a really cool experience. So I've never been to a proper Paracon other than
PAX.
PAX, but like,
Unfortunately, the Paracons I've been to, which PAX was a different beast because I've been to a couple other Paracons. They're not the same. PAX was different. It was more of like maybe it was because there were investigations involved, like the investigation part of like, hey, you buy this ticket, you come to this event, but like really investigations are kind of like the pushing factor of those events.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why it was different. The Paracons I've been to have been kind of small, and I don't want to use the word disappointing, but just like, what's the word I can send it to you? It's just unimpressive, or just like I don't know. I've been to like San Diego Comic-Con. I've been to comic conventions and like big conventions that are just like huge and like massive. And then I go to these Paracons and I know like the fan base is a smaller, more niche fan base, but like I really wish these Paracons would kind of be able to like blow up a little bit stronger than what I've experienced.
Yeah. 7,000
That's
people
pretty
were there
crazy,
last
Matt.
year.
Matt says the Warrens Paracon might be the biggest one there is. 7,000 people showed up to the last one. Yeah, that would be a fun one to go to. Like, I would way more be interested in going to something that's gonna be just kind of like have that excitement factor. I don't want to go to another Paracon that's just like, wow, that was not worth my time or money.
Yeah.
Have you guys been to a Paracon? I'm asking the 15 people that are currently in the chat and stuff. Have you guys been to a Paracon? What is your view on them? What would make you guys do any sort of travel to a convention, any kind of convention? What are you interested in? What kind of conventions out there are there for your interests? What would cause you to travel for them? And tell me, like, what would cause you to travel more than like 5 hours? Like, I would say if you have to drive 5 hours, that's a legit commitment. Jumping on a plane and traveling, like what would bring you to that kind of thing? I'm really interested because I know for my fandom, I have done long hauls before to comic book conventions and stuff like that. I will put some hours under my tires to get to places. Matt says, this one will be worth it. It is in Gettysburg. It will be the biggest one I've ever been to, not even close. Well, that's cool. I'm glad you guys get to go.
Yeah, that's neat.
Boo Production says there's a massive one in Michigan. I think the last one I went to was in Kansas? No, it was one in Oklahoma. It was disappointing, to say the least. It was a 3-hour drive, and it wasn't great. We probably spent 40 minutes there, and we were out. There was like 5 vendors.
Oh, no.
And then like people who were giving guest speaking things, but like to a crowd of like 4 people. And it was like $40 a ticket. And I took my 4 kids. I was like, okay, I just wasted $200.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Dantex says, but how many attachments will be at the Paracon? It's 7,000 people and 2,000 attachments. Be careful when investigating.
Yeah,
What
I
else,
think it'd be a
guys?
cool experience, but
What was that?
so I think it'd be a cool experience to go. We'll
Yeah.
have to think about it.
No,
Yeah.
and I think
Well, it's updating his passport. So
from what Matt is saying, like I think that's a better bet than the kind of the ones I've been to, in terms
you
of
can
like
see-
being exciting and interesting to people.
yeah.
And you could see the real Annabelle doll.
Oh,
It's going to be there apparently.
I thought the fake one.
Matt
There you
says
go, Matt. Yeah.
Ryan Buell, Chad Kalick, Steve Gonzalez, Dave Tango, and
What?
some of the Supernatural cast will
What do
be
you
at the
got?
Paracon.
But
Some of the supernatural cast will be there.
see, I don't follow.
We
that.
don't
Jensen
care
Ackles
about
will be there?
Jensen Ackles. I don't know if Jensen Ackles would be there. I think Jensen Ackles and Jared Padalecki are kind of like busy. I think you're getting like Crowley and what's
Probably.
his face? Yeah, the God dude.
What's his face?
Oh, Crowley and probably oh my gosh, what the heck was his name? He played the other angel, but like I'm picturing his face.
Misha?
No, not Misha. What the heck is his name?
I don't know.
But yeah, okay. I'm gonna have to look up more of this information on this Paracon now. Oh, it's Lucifer is gonna be there, and Bill.
Now listen, if the dude who played Lucifer in Lucifer was there, I'd be more
Oh my gosh, I'd be all over that one. I love Tom Ellis.
Ugh.
But it's Jim. His name is Jim Beaver. He's also in The Boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on.
That's what.
I got something in my sinuses. Is
This
it?
guy.
Hold on.
He's
Oh,
bless you.
oh
Oh,
God.
Oh my goodness! Look at
Crow.
this showing up on the
Sorry, I had
screen.
a crow up
See-
my nose.
What did you sneeze? Whoa! What is that?
Hey guys, sorry to crash y'all's live.
You ain't crashing. You were invited, sir.
Hey, I wanted if I could make a quick announcement, man, because I know you guys knew Daniel Scary, because he
Yes.
passed away recently, and I know Matt knew him as well, I believe. Our friend Stormy, she goes by Stormy Knight in the chat. She's going to his funeral Friday on our behalf for the community, and I made a community post on YouTube and one in the Facebook group. If anybody wants to leave a good comment about Daniel, something you'd like to say, if you knew him, we'll take those comments and pass them along to Stormy, and then she'll read them at the memorial because he didn't have much family and stuff like that, so they'll be read at his memorial.
Absolutely. Crow, if you're able to post a link or a email account or anything like that in the chat, so people could do that, that would be awesome.
Yeah, I'll do that real quick.
We talked about it at the top of the show. Definitely, this live stream is kind of dedicated to Daniel and the fact that he loved this community enough to support what we do. So we love him back, and we're going to sit here and have a good time, kind of in his honor. But we also want to make sure the people that knew him personally and loved him personally, that they know that he's leaving a hole in a whole other community, that he will not be forgotten, and his support and his love for what we do is definitely important to us.
Definitely.
Yeah, let's do that, guys. Let's show some people that Daniel will be missed, and his support of these channels is not going to be forgotten at all.
I'll post a link to that post here in a second. But yeah, that way, because his sister, which is his only living relative, I think, she has no idea about the community he was in or anything like that. So
Oh, wow.
it'd be very cool.
That's
Definitely.
yeah. Our community has been pretty awesome. 5 years now going on. So I think Daniel was there from the beginning, I think, or at least close to it, of that 5
Oh,
years.
his name's always been in the chat.
Yeah.
And that's what I like
Pretty
about
much.
these live streams that we're able to do, is to be able to touch base with you guys, so that these shows just aren't about us putting edited footage out into the world and be like, hey, look at this and enjoy it. The ability to converse with you guys and talk with you guys and connect with you guys is the most important thing about what we do.
Yeah.
All right. So make sure you send your loves and thoughts to Daniel. I'll do that too. It'll be a good send off for him. He supported us. We should support him. And that goes for everybody, guys. If you're a part of this community, know that you're a part of this community. It's a rough world out there for a lot of people. And I hope the community that we've built amongst our channels, all the channels that we kind of we've built this kind of camaraderie together, this network of friendship, that people can come here, feel seen and loved, and know that hey, when we see your guys' names, it's not just a name to us, it's a person behind it that we know supports what we're doing. Law says Daniel always did his $1.99 super chats and asked a lot of questions, and that was awesome. It was always awesome. I would have answered them questions no matter super chat or not, but the fact that he was like, hey, I'm supporting, was really nice. He's a good dude.
I
Oh.
don't know how to share a community post. I don't think you can share a community post like a link, an actual link.
No?
Oh,
I can put a link to my channel in there, possibly. That's all I could do.
Yeah, post your channel just in
Okay.
case. I know everybody here, 99% certain everybody follows Grove Judas on Facebook, but head over there. I think what we can do is I will share that community post on my channel, Weeping Willow. If you can do the same to yours, we'll make sure to get as many of those comments out and about as possible. It's the very least we can do for all the support that Daniel showed our channels. It's the very least we can do.
And that's actually a link to my community post. There you go. That worked actually.
Perfect.
There we go. Super. Yeah, he did. He supported everybody. He was quite eccentric. He was hilarious. He was on quite a few of our live streams and Zoom calls and
pretty quirky.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the pigeons.
What's up, Matt?
They love the pigeons.
Yep.
It's hard. It's really hard because, like, we forget that our time here is limited. So
Yeah.
let's have fun and show some love while we're here to all people. It being the type of community we have is accessible to all. We have a vast array of people who come and support our channels, who love our channels. We're doing this live stream on Juneteenth in Pride Month. We have lots of loved ones around the world. We should always be supportive and loving to everybody. So it's sad when one of us isn't here anymore.
Toby was literally laying on the couch with her head almost in our air conditioner.
She's hot.
She's hot.
Oh,
No, Jeff is
Production
okay.
says, I feel like a jerk because I didn't know him. I can still sympathize with the man's family. Yeah, you don't have to feel like a jerk, man.
No,
like,
you don't.
Ever. Like, you're sympathizing with a loss. That doesn't make you feel like a jerk. Like, it's totally fine. Like, it's the sympathy of, like, understanding that, like, when somebody is missing from a place, like, we understand and we sympathize and we send our love out to that community. I feel sad you didn't know him, like, because he was a good dude. Like, it's another good dude you didn't get to know kind of thing. And I think, like I said before, I think everybody hopes that when we leave this world, we leave a hole that's noticed. We want people to feel a loss because that means we made an impact. Daniel did. We talked about he didn't have a whole lot of family around, like, but he did. He made an impact in a very large and world-reaching community, and that's an awesome, awesome thing.
Yeah,
he was definitely one of a kind. That's for sure.
Yes, it was. Yeah.
I love the photos you posted, Crow, and like all the other people were posting of like this dude with pigeons and like
on his head.
I'm assuming like a quick draw master. It's like,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like, man, this
He
guy
also danced. He was a dancer.
Yeah,
He did like
he danced too.
Yeah.
It's like,
dance.
oh man, this
It's
guy was
also
just
dancing.
like, I have
think
a
of that.
random assortment of talents.
yeah.
I rolled the dice and I got just straight up randomness.
Yeah. Jeff
Food
is.
Production says, I'm at the age where deaths are outnumbering births and weddings in my circle.
Ooh,
I think that's
yeah.
the age that we hit. I saw this on a TV show once. I don't remember what the show was. I saw a clip of it on TikTok at some point. And it reminded me of it. But he's like, I attend more funerals than I do weddings these days. Like, it was some old dudes who were just reflecting on life of like, because a bunch of their friends had passed away. Another one had just passed away. And he's like, I remember when we used to like go to weddings, and now we just seem to be going to funerals. At least I'm in that stage where I'm like slowly creeping in on the funeral part of life.
Yeah.
And that's just reality.
Yeah.
Law says, I remember the live when Daniel's pigeon was flying around the room.
Oh my gosh.
I might have a sound clip in my StreamYard with him saying, "It's got to be moist."
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no.
God.
Yeah, you just recently did that too, didn't you?
Yeah, that
Like
wasn't
a
too
month
long
ago?
ago.
Months ago.
No,
yeah.
that was super.
He did that.
That was super recent.
Yeah.
Oh man.
And then that started to just that became a punchline all the time when Crow was live or whenever Crow was like, "It's
Yeah.
gotta be moist."
Yeah. I'll be right back.
Gotta be.
Oh man.
Just go back and find some clips of Daniel, man, and post them, like just him talking or
Oh.
something.
I love
Yeah.
that live stream. Any last words, Daniel? It's like silent, and then all of a sudden he goes, "It's gotta be moist." That was the best. Oh, and then you ended the live stream.
Oh man.
Good dude. But that's why we hang out, guys. Like, honestly, like, live streams would be pointless if it wasn't for the people in the chat, the people that support these channels, the people who ask the questions, chit chat with us. Like, otherwise, why would we do live streams? We would just stick to Zoom calls that weren't broadcast over the internet.
Yeah.
You know, we do the live stream so that we can interact with you guys. Ghost Vexers is in the chat. That's why I'm constantly saying, like, give us questions, guys, interact with us, talk with us. And I know some people just kind of like watch or listen to this while they're doing other things, so it's hard for them to be like, well, how about this? But this is the best way for us to interact with you guys, in terms of like, what do you want to see in live streams? What do you want to see on episodes? Do you have questions for us in terms of like debunking, paranormal investigation, cemetery tours? What kind of barbecue do you most enjoy? Like, because we love talking about food. What are you guys doing this weekend? Like, talk to us, guys. We really want to be more of a part of a community and a life over here on these chats. And like, I sit here on my StreamYard feed and I'm just watching the chat, trying to keep an eye on everybody's comments so that you guys can be a part of what we do here, because it's super important to us. How are you, Crow? How have you been doing? We talked about the weather in our neck of the woods. Florida must be pretty chilly, right?
Yep. It's actually very cold right now. I got a jacket on because my ACs have been on for so long. It's actually frosty in here.
Oh, dang.
Oops, sorry, shit. The hell did I push?
calling you?
My bad.
Boo Productions says, Jason, I'm new to your channel. What's your backstory? Why do you do this? Why do I do this? So you can go watch my very first episode on Cemetery Road and kind of get an idea of why I do my cemetery videos. The gist is, like a lot of people, like, I just have an interest in the darkness, paranormal, the unknown of it all. This channel really became so I was on an investigative team for paranormal stuff, and I really wanted to do my own thing that I was just me and kind of my own separate interest. So I started Cemetery Road, which was just me hanging out in cemeteries, doing cemetery videos, checking out cemeteries, the artistry of older cemeteries, all that kind of stuff. And that is what this channel was. And then I left that team. I still want to do some paranormal stuff. So some paranormal investigations are popping up on this channel here and there. Not always, but sometimes. And then the live streams, hanging out with people that I've met through this world, When we talk about community, it's not just the people in the chat, but like the community I've built with Cassie and Ron and Crow of Judas and Matt and Joe and it's just so many other people. You got Karen from Doof Doof Paranormal. You've got who else? Who else do we know? Jeez, so many people.
There's Bob. What Bob?
Bob and Joe and there's so many people that we've met over the course of doing all these channels that it's just one of those things where I'm like, okay, I'll keep doing this YouTube thing because we've created a community that I would still want to be a part of. So that's kind of how this channel came to be.
Yeah.
Betty is taken off. Betty, thank you for hanging out. We love you, Betty. Have a good rest, and we will see you soon.
Thank you, Betty.
Bye, Betty. Let me see. I do backstory. So thanks for hanging out, Boo Productions, though. And I appreciate you asking about the history of this channel, my backstory. Check out episode 1. Episode 1, I kind of explain why I'm doing the channel. That would be the best thing to say.
Yeah. Hi, Dawn.
Hauntingly Beautiful says, I was supposed to go live, but I feel like this is where everyone should be right now. Well, the problem with having such a large community is sometimes we bonk heads in terms of scheduling. So I appreciate you just kind of like hanging out with us, though. I could send you a link if you want, and you can join us. Let me know. Are you saying I don't know my name? I'm currently trying to exercise my fat ass on an exercise bike. Listen, been there, done that. A bike is amazing. Instead of like, I love running. I ran for quite a long time. I worked myself up to running a whole full ass marathon. Riding a bike sounds so much better than what I did. So stay with the bike, man. Bikes are awesome.
I hate biking.
I love biking, guys.
I would rather bike than run
Huge
at this point
fan.
at this point in my old life. My knees say, "Please ride a bike."
See, that's why I don't run. I walk on my treadmill sometimes.
Yeah, the treadmill that's in the background here, guys, that hasn't moved.
Dawn of the Dead.
Anyways,
over on Team Joe says, speaking of Bob, how's your son Rocco, Jason? So we got into like an inside joke on our trip when I took my son Chris to investigate with Joe and friends. Friends being Dawn and Joe, and I can't remember the other guy's name. It's
Dawson?
fine. Dawson. There you go. It was in the back of the head. You pulled it right forward. I don't even know how it happened. It was just like, this is Chris. And everybody's like, hey, Chris, hey, Chris, hey, Chris. And then like at some point it was just like someone said his name wrong. They were like, oh yeah. And Jason and I don't know, Jeff, whatever. It's like, oh, it's Chris. And so from that point forward, every time we talked about him, we gave him a different name. It was like in like, it would be like, listen, Steve, calm down. Jason, why is your son Craig such a hothead? Like, why is he like? And nobody called him Chris the rest of the night. It was always a different name every time. And listen, for us to keep track of the various names and call him something different every single time, it was impressive. We didn't repeat no names. It was a different name every time. But he enjoyed being a part of an inside joke that he was the focus of. So he appreciated it. He's doing good. He's at work.
Oh, man.
Let's see. Are you saying I don't know my name? Says I have a horse also, and it's good, but I have heel spurs. Walking big distances is a thing. Bless my Moab Merrill boots. Well, there you go. Use a cowboy. Use a cowboy. I'm gonna throw an invite to Helena and hubby here quick. I'm gonna I'm gonna work on that. Give me like 2 seconds, guys, to send
Okay,
you
doke.
links while we hang out. Joe says what was funny was that he was with Dawson investigating a room, and they decided to use a device. The device said his name, Chris, and Chris said, "Well, at least the ghosts know my name." It's true. That actually happened. It was fun. And
That's
Dawson's a hoot too. Dawson was a good dude to investigate with. We had a lot of fun on that trip.
That's
That was
awesome.
a good time. Let's see here.
I definitely want to do more
Cassie and Ron and Crow, you all talk. I have to send links out. Hold on.
Okay. Yeah, I definitely want to do more investigating. So I just got another message from about that haunted house. So it looks like it's going to happen like not this weekend or next weekend, but the weekend after potentially. So Crow, so what happened was, Jeff, so what happened was there's this house that we've been wanting to get into, but she's an American, she's actually an actress, and she goes away like I think fall to like and comes back in the spring/summer. So we've been trying to get there, and finally our connection to that place, she's like, she's here and I'm at her house and she wants us to investigate. So
Oh,
it's
wow.
gonna happen. Yeah, so it's finally gonna happen. And I'm like, oh my gosh, it's been like a 2-year thing in the process or something.
That's that really cool house, right? The really when you showed me.
I can't remember, but it was in kind of near Waverly Forest, which is so it's a super super old house. It's near a battlefield. So I don't know exactly, but yeah, no, it's just a normal like 2-story old house. Probably I think it was built in the
Well, remember
late 1800s, probably.
when we went on one of the haunted walks and the lady took pictures?
Oh yeah, so Crow.
Which was quite interesting.
I think I sent it to you, but there was we were on a haunted walk tour. This is my connection lady, and we were on the tour, and someone took a picture of the house, and it actually looked like there was someone in the window, but there was no it was really interesting.
The house was
actually,
empty.
the house was empty, and there was no picture behind the window or anything. I can't remember, Crow. I'm pretty sure I sent it to you. It's kind of weird and kind of unexplainable, but anyways, it's that house.
Mm-hmm.
So
Boo Productions says they have to go grind on some editing. Well, thanks for joining us. I appreciate it, and good luck on the editing. Listen, as I became a filmmaker, one of my favorite things is just sitting around editing. So I hope you have some fun with that.
It's so much fun.
you just gotta do it.
It's fun to see something like come together. You go and you shoot it and you like, oh, that's a great shot. That's a great shot. That's a great shot. It's fun to build it into something and you see it form itself and it starts to look like what you saw in your mind. Like that's a really fun thing.
Yeah.
That's true. Okay. I'll give you that.
I mean, it's work. It can be work. It can be frustrating. It can be a lot, but I enjoy the editing process. You know what I noticed? The gray on my beard has taken over some of my sideburns. I'm feeling really old right now. I kept seeing gray right here. I'm like, what's going on there? Because it used to be here. It used to be here, and now it's here.
There.
And it's a lot here. Not so much here, but like here. And
yes, it'll be everywhere.
Not happy. I have sent the link to Matt and Helena. I sent it to Helena to share with Matt. So we'll see if they pop up.
What are you drinking? It smells interesting.
Your
Oh, it's my drink. He's been tapping into my drinks, guys.
I pretty much have tapped into almost all of her drinks. They're pretty much all gone. Sorry.
The bourbon one too?
I haven't touched those ones.
Okay.
I don't want those ones.
Oh shoot, we were supposed to drink our Abbey Normal.
Abbey Normal.
I
I
know.
was gonna ask you, but I didn't want to.
Are we doing it?
It's totally up to you, sir. If you want, I mean.
Let me finish this one. Let me finish this one, and we'll tap into it.
All right.
Oh, that's
And
not
that'll
bad.
be my last one for the night.
Yes, Faith. I
Helena.
blush.
It says just seen now. So Helena, you should have it. The hauntingly beautiful Instagram. Sorry. I don't follow people on Facebook. Facebook's for grandmas. As in, I use Facebook to keep grandmas and stuff informed about the children's lives. I don't technically use it ever. I'm an Instagram guy.
They're going, me and grandma. I'm like, thanks.
That's why, like, it's a lot of people out there like try and friend me on Facebook, and I just ignore it because, like, I don't friend people on Facebooks. That's for family stuff, and I really need to keep. I feel the importance of keeping family stuff and like my professional life in terms of like Cemetery Road separate. So follow me on Facebook or follow me on Instagram. _ Jason Spencer _ is my like photography stuff, and then the Cemetery Road is where you would want to follow the rest of it. Hold on.
Oh, another one of them sneezes. Who's showing up?
Oh, there we go.
Why, hello there.
Is that a toot? Hey, Matt.
Listen, I sneezed out a crow of Judas. Had to do something different for Matt Benton. Matt Benton, how are you doing, sir? My question to you, like, because everybody knows who you are, so we don't need to introduce, but like, when is the Gettysburg Paracon that you guys are going to?
It is September 27th through the 29th. If you get the VIP pass. If you don't get the VIP pass, it's the 28th through the 29th.
Oh, I see.
And Chapui. Helena is in
Yay.
the house. Oh.
I was in a basement for a while.
No, you were not. You just popped up there.
Really? I was before Matt came.
Oh, wow. That's
No.
probably your internet, babe.
Probably.
StreamYard did not want you here. I don't know why.
Oh my god, StreamYard has been so weird recently. Like, it didn't let me go live the other day. Like, it was just saying, like, what was the error code? It said something like it's too much traffic or whatever. Like, we're trying to fix this soon as possible. And I'm like, huh? Wait, what?
They're like, no,
Anyways,
not for you.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, no problem. We're just here hanging out, talking, chilling, having a good time because Daniel would have wanted us to have a good time. So if anybody in the chat has questions, comments, like has topics for us to talk about, anything at all, like that's what we're here for. We're going to be chilling. We're going to be hanging out for a bit longer. And when I say a bit longer, that's not me being like, oh, we're only going to be here for like 10 more minutes. I'm going to let this go until I really can't keep my eyes open. Let's do this up nice. I know it's the middle of the week and people have to go to work and stuff. So if y'all need to drop out. That's totally fine. But what I'm really needing is the chat to be a part of this conversation. So what do y'all want us to talk about? Give us some stuffs, guys.
Well, I got
I
something.
don't want to talk about Matt. Matt, you have quite the baby face going on there. I don't know. It's been a while since I've seen you, sir, but you got a baby face going on.
Yeah. I know. Helena Helena likes it more.
Helena's a very lucky woman. Let's just put it that way.
I know.
Yeah. No, it's the other way around.
No, I'm the
Matt's a very lucky woman. Hey, I showed my kitty earlier. Did you see my kitty, Helena?
No, I didn't.
You'll have to do team rewatch because
I
got a baby kitty.
Oh, you got baby.
A baby kitty.
Oh, I love cats.
Yes, she does.
I just don't like their butt on my face. Excuse me, girl.
You can't get away from that with cats, though, because they don't have a concept of what their butt is. They're just like, here's a cat. Butt. Nope, that's your butt. That is your butt. Not all of you is cat. Some of you is butt. That is the butt.
Excuse me. I love you, but you're way too fluffy.
I'm going to get rid of my Devil's
Mine
Application name.
Fluffy, because he's 10 weeks old, 11 weeks old. And he is like, he's still got that like baby cat fluff. Like he's got fuzz. He doesn't have like hair yet.
Oh, that's so cute. Oh no.
He's amazing. And he loves to perch on my shoulder and literally fall asleep, like draped over my shoulder.
Oh.
Aw, so adorable.
Mm-hmm.
Jason, do you see the next comment or the question?
Which one?
Jelly.
Very
what's-
bottom one.
Very bottom one.
I don't get it.
Jelly. What's your stance on it? Like
I'm
like
confused.
jelly and like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich?
Fuck yeah.
Because I have thoughts.
I prefer jam, personally,
What?
not jelly. I prefer jam.
Jam.
And then you're
I
gonna
don't
ask,
care if it's jelly
what's the
or jam.
difference?
Like it's a consistency thing. Like jam is going to be like mushed up fruit. Jelly is going to be like this like gelatin type byproduct of the fruit kind of thing.
yeah,
It's very heavily processed, like kind of. I don't care which one. My thing is like there's definitely like a ratio importance between the jelly jam and the peanut butter. And it's very important because I think it's like if you're going like a sandwich, you got 50-50. I'm more of a 45% peanut butter, 55% jam jelly.
You know, when it comes to peanut butter, I can't even have it because I'm allergic.
Oh no.
Oh,
When it comes to sandwiches, I never understood like sandwiches being sweet, like putting something sweet on a sandwich. It's so weird. Like
Well, that's the
peanut butter or
European
jelly or whatever.
world.
Like, oh, we use
Like-
butter and ham or
Actually, her and I are pretty similar about sweets. I'm not a big
Butter and
sweet fan
beans
either.
on a toast.
so you don't put honey on. You don't put honey on your sandwich. You've never had a honey sandwich.
Who puts
honey.
honey on a sandwich?
Who
Oh
puts?
my god!
Yeah,
is
who-
that a
Honey.
Canadian thing? It's
You've
not
never had
Canadian
honey on
thing.
a honey sandwich?
Like peanut
Peanut butter and honey, or like just a honey sandwich, honey and butter.
I've done honey and butter. Honey and butter actually is really good.
Yeah, thank you, Matt.
I mean, I like
Thank you.
honey.
Peanut butter
Thank
and
you.
honey.
You have to have it toasted though.
Yeah, that toasted does make it better. Yes.
Yeah. I forgot about that actually. It's been a long time since I've done that. I did it when I was younger. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, because it's not a thing you do in the States.
Or Crow, you're gonna love this one, Crow. When I was growing up, didn't have a whole lot of snacks and stuff in the house, so I would make mayonnaise sandwiches.
That's
just-
Ew, just mayonnaise?
Sandwiches with mayo. That's it. Just
That's
slap some
gross.
mayo on there, 2 pieces of bread, and eat it.
Ew.
Yeah,
Hey, you need some stuff with that. Come on now.
Yeah.
that's what I had. That's all I had.
This is the guy
Leslie
that
says,
says,
doesn't matter as long as it's strawberry in terms of like jam or jelly.
hold on.
It's either grape or strawberry. That's it. There's only 2 choices there.
You know which one I got turned on to later as I grew older was apple jelly on a peanut butter sandwich.
Apple
that's
jelly
kinda
is awesome, but apple jelly is something I will put on toast.
Yeah.
Apple jelly and butter,
Butter.
on toast.
Fuck
Great.
yeah.
Apple jelly
butter.
with peanut butter. I mean, I'll eat it, but it's not my go-to.
Yeah.
I like apple
Laws
butter.
pops in to say, "Hey, I'm eating toasted sandwich, either banana and honey and cinnamon."
Oh yes,
That's great.
That does
that
sound
is good.
You know,
Cinnamon
there's some
rolls.
people that cannot have pumpkin pie without whipped cream.
Faith says peanut butter and fluff, boy.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I've never done
I've
that.
never done that.
Peanut
What's
butter.
What is going on here?
Fluff?
Fluff is like
Raspberry
marshmallow.
jam on a hamburger?
Oh,
You
interesting.
know, yeah, that's kind of a thing now. Yeah.
Listen, I've had peanut butter on a hamburger, so
That's
I'm
so
not
good.
opposed to
What?
trying some
Yeah.
jam on a hamburger.
You know what? The other day, my in-laws had a strawberry spinach salad with feta cheese. So instead of like putting like lettuce and onion, I just took that and put it on the hamburger. It was good.
Was it?
Yes,
I
very
can
good.
see that. I can see
Yes. Just the strawberries and the spinach and the feta cheese with the hamburger on a
I
bun.
love
Oh,
feta
it
cheese.
was good.
Yeah,
What's
Helena,
catalyst?
Helena, what's your thoughts on blue cheese?
Oh my god, I
Ooh.
love blue cheese.
yeah, she likes
I
feta
figure
cheese.
if you like
Doesn't-
feta
Feta
cheese,
cheese,
you
blue
pretty
cheese,
much you want some
strong
blue
cheese.
cheese too.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I like all that too.
Yeah. Yum.
What
Oh,
is
fairy
this? Now? In Australia, we eat fairy bread, which is butter on white. I'm gonna assume white bread with sprinkles.
Huh?
Interesting.
That's like hot
That's
slaw.
like chocolate slaw. So
Like from
if
Holland,
you're
yeah.
Dutch from Holland, they have chocolate sprinkles. It's called hagelslaw. And I would make a hagelslaw sandwich.
Sorry.
What?
The way you
I mean,
say
that
it.
sounds like you're trying to spit.
When you're Dutch,
Like
when
it
you're
sounds
Dutch, you
very
gotta clear your
phlegmy.
throat, guys. Yeah.
It makes it not very appealing to eat. Where you're just like, listen, the thing we want to eat is Hawkins. It's like, no, I'm fine. Please don't make me that.
Anyways, okay, for Jason's sake, it's a chocolate sprinkle sandwich, guys.
With
How's
butter.
that? With
That's
butter.
better
Or
than Hawkins slaw. Don't
Yeah,
you
it doesn't
do?
sound
Don't you be
appetizing.
hawking on my slaw now? Nobody wants some hawk to it here. Whew.
That's the proper way of saying it, though, Jason. I'm sorry. It's the Dutch way. It's
And that's why it never caught on anywhere else.
it's like
Because you called it Hawkins slaw. Slaw.
hagelslaw. Or you got the Dutch meatballs. I can't even say it now. I can't say it, but oh my gosh. Gehaktballen.
Hawkins.
Meatballs. Oh my gosh. Where's Annalise? I need Annalise. Oh my goodness.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Yeah. I'm trying to think what else that has a weird name. Hache is.
hache. Yeah.
What-
Hache.
What's the one with the sauerkraut? And I always forget.
Oh, surkol.
Circle.
Yeah,
Yeah, that doesn't sound as
Circle.
I ain't
gross.
having no snorkel either.
You know what? I feel like
Um,
every food in Finnish just sounds very exotic to everyone.
Like
Well,
what? What is
Like what? Give us an example. What's
Let
an
me give
example?
you a food and you tell me what it is. So macaroni and cheese.
Huh? Sorry?
How do you say
Macaroni and cheese.
Actually, I don't know. Like, what's the
'Cause they don't-
Finnish
they
version
don't-
for it? I'm trying to think like literal translation from that.
Okay, well, give me like
crap,
a
dinner.
chicken dish. If I'm going to make something with chicken and maybe some pasta, give me a something.
Mm,
What are y'all eating
Oh
over
my-
there?
oh my gosh, I can think. Okay, I'm gonna say like a food, and you have to guess what it is.
Okay,
Okay.
okay.
Oh, there you go. That's a good one.
Okay. Ranskan peruna.
You calm down over there. I have
It's
no
hot,
idea.
isn't it?
Ranskan peruna. What is
I know.
that?
I've learned a little bit of Finnish, guys. Just saying. Just a little.
So what is it, Matt?
Well, almost sounds like you say the Rakistan. It means love. So
No, it's different. It's Ranskan peruna.
Put him on blast. He's like, well, it must be in this, and she's like, no, stupid. It's clearly broccoli and sprouts, dummy.
Put it in chat.
I don't know.
Okay. Wrong.
Oh,
I mean, yeah, that's exactly how I would have spelled it.
Pasta.
It's
I was gonna say it's a pasta. Or
no,
something.
it's radishes and tuna.
What is that?
I don't know.
It's not something you
Ron,
want to eat.
You like the weirdest things, okay?
Oh my god.
Ron, you have the weirdest taste buds. He even likes pineapple pizza.
All right. So Helena, what is it?
French fries. Or fries.
Really?
That is how you say like
Bro,
French
I don't know what. No.
Yeah,
God
because
Way
damn.
better than saying French fries.
Ranska is French, and well, peruna means potatoes, but yeah, French fries.
Oh, interesting.
It's like
How would
French
you
potatoes,
say,
literally.
like pancake? Do you guys have pancakes?
No, what is pancake, huh? No.
Yes.
I am
yes, we do have
disappointed in
pancakes.
Matt right now. She's been over here a few times.
No,
She ain't never taken that woman to some pancakes.
He doesn't like sweet stuff, just like me. Okay, I'm not.
I mean, I do like sweet
Pancakes
stuff,
in
but
and of themselves
my
are
goodness.
not
not
sweet.
too sweet. Not too sweet.
You add stuff to be sweet.
Yeah,
And
Matt.
you can add stuff to the pancakes not to be super sweet. You can throw some fruit on a pancake.
Yeah, true. She like fruit.
It's like a soft, doughy pillow.
You were drinking your Abby Normal.
Wake me up.
What were you trying to say, Ron?
I said, have you taken Helena to a Waffle House?
Did I?
No. Does she look like she have bullet holes in her?
No. Cheesecake. I took her to a Cheesecake Factory though.
Oh, fuck.
Eh.
Yeah, that's all right.
Okay.
Okay,
That's
well,
a
next
Factory.
time when you come over to the States, Elena, pancakes.
She needs to go to a Waffle House.
Go
though.
to an IHOP or something.
No,
Oh,
Waffle House is
yes.
way better. Waffle House is way better.
Just don't go at night.
What is wrong with you? Yeah, Waffle House is not better.
Yes, it is.
Waffle House is
Hey.
Maybe I should do both,
Okay,
and then I
do
decide which
hear-
I want
I
to
do
try.
hear
Absolutely.
this.
That's a whole live stream on your channel, like a whole video on your channel, Helena.
Okay,
Mhm.
Waffle House versus IHOP.
you know,
Yeah,
There you
I
go.
get people triggered and fighting in the comments.
you know what we should do, babe? Babe, we should make our own a third YouTube channel. It'll just be our own YouTube channel where we explore the countries and try out different things, new things, or something like that.
We'll just have it. You don't need a whole new channel. Just like a specialty episode on each one of your
I
channels.
can't do that because every single time I do some unparanormal related on my channel, I lose subscribers.
Seriously?
Me too.
Really?
Every time.
Yeah, I do. I lose like 25 subscribers every time I upload a vlog on my channel. 25 subscribers gone.
Listen,
That's
I am, and this is inside baseball for you guys in the chat, like talking about like how YouTube channels and stuff. Like, so I do cemetery videos, and that's kind of like what I started with, and that's kind of like my thing. But then I started doing the paranormal stuff too on the side, but that's still like connected. People know me. They started following my channel mostly from my paranormal stuff, so they're willing to accept paranormal content in with the cemetery stuff.
Yeah.
But I've always been a big component of like part of my whole thing is like behind the scenes stuff. Like, let's see how this goes. So even when I like throw down like, hey, this is me going to a Ren fair, like people will accept that for the most part, and they're fine with it because they know I'm like interested in that parent or that behind the scenes of things ideal.
We actually,
Even when I've done like some movie reviews, if they're horror related, like people are like, oh, I'm totally fine with that. I feel you in the terms of like, hey, we do paranormal stuff. Hey, here's some food reviews. Like I can see how some people could probably be turned off on that. I feel like YouTube should allow channels to create sub channels within their own channel. So we don't have to create a whole new channel, but like something that's like, I don't know, separate from what we do. Like I want to do something that is not paranormal. I want to do a food review thing, and it's still part of my channel, but it doesn't go out to every single person on my channel kind of thing.
Yeah,
you know
like
what I
a
mean?
sub-channel,
that's
yeah,
called YouTube
exactly.
members.
But not that you have to pay just to get extra
Yeah, that's
stuff. Something that you can add to it so that it's separate from what you normally would broadcast out.
Yeah.
But at least we don't have to go through all the jumps and hoops of like creating a whole new thing.
I'm glad that YouTube changed one thing that I'm very happy about. There's now sections for live streams and podcasts. That is brand new. That's only been a thing for like a year or a little bit over that.
Yeah.
And live streams and videos too. Because they
Yeah,
used to be
so
on the
it used to
same.
be all clumped together, and I hated that. And now that they changed that, I'm very happy about that because I remember when one person came to my channel, was like, "Oh, I thought he was a podcaster." I was like, "No, I do investigations," and they just didn't see it because it was clumped with all my live
Honestly,
streams.
like what's the difference? Like that's when I don't understand the difference when YouTube is like, I get that like podcasting, because I've been podcasting for decades. I had several podcasts for a long time, uploaded to iTunes. Like I was podcasting when podcasting was a audio thing only. But then like video production became way more accessible to the masses. And then podcasting kind of changed in terms of like what were the umbrella of the word podcasting. Now it became like live streams on YouTube, or a lot of people consider that podcasts. This is, I listen to this and it's like, well, but it's not. It like, but I understand why you would think it is, but it's weird. I don't understand what the difference is really when you're saying like, oh, a podcast or a live stream. Isn't it kind of basically the same thing? But couldn't you say like, I create videos? What if this was one of my videos? This is what I did for a channel, is just have a bunch of people on and chit chat. Wouldn't that be good for videos or podcasts or live streams? Wouldn't that go under every single tab if I wanted to?
Well, I think that there could be a difference if you have like a format with the podcast. So if you have a very specific format, it could be different than your normal live streams. Like the hangout stream is just a hangout stream, but if you have like a guest and you want to get in depth with their story and everything, I feel like that could be its own thing. And so that's just opinion though, but it really depends on what you'd like to do though. I think format is important when it comes to podcast, actual podcast.
I think it's semantics at that point though,
because not all podcasts are live. We have
and like, not all podcasts are on topic.
That's true.
Or formatted.
That's true.
True.
That's like unsubscribed podcasts, which I love watching them. They go all over the place.
Yeah, I like watching them too.
They're funny. Guess what, Ron and Jason?
What's that?
I just purchased something pretty cool. You want to see it?
Oh my god!
Oh, please! Is it something inappropriate? Am I about to get demonetized here? Why are you getting up and taking your pants off? Oh, his pants were already off. Don't worry.
I got myself
a real shorts. Skull.
Is that a human skull?
Yep.
That's
wow. That's interesting.
I don't know if I'm okay with that. I don't know how I would be with that. Like, is it cool? Kinda. Would I want that in my home? Probably not. Like, that was a whole ass person.
Yeah. You know, it was funny. He was like holding it like the face towards the microphone. I was like, imagine if it just started talking.
Sure.
Yeah, it's weird. Like, I like it, but I also like kind of weirded out. Like, that's a person right there.
Yeah, that's my thing, is just like the idea that was a baby.
This is not a baby.
Person.
Yeah.
That had hopes and dreams and ideals, how their life was. They had a whole history in this world. And now Matt is holding it up on YouTube.
Do you know the history, like where that came from? Like, who is that?
No, I don't, but it looks like he was shot in the head.
Oh.
Yeah.
Which is not great. Like, I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah.
Couldn't do that. I don't know.
Well,
it's a cool collection piece, but yeah,
I'm a weird guy. And I'm very desensitized by things. I don't know why.
The problem was that guy desensitized? Would he want that or she want that?
Well, it was meant to be like given to science. So,
but not to YouTube, is what you're saying. So someone said, like, listen, donate my body to science to improve humanity, and it's like, check it out, YouTube. I got someone's head.
What are you gonna do though with your skull for science though?
I don't know. That's science's problem.
Maybe brain or other related.
If they've gotten to the point where they don't need your skull anymore, I would assume they would bury it.
Is there any history behind that, Matt, or is it just a random skull that you picked up?
It was from a dealer.
That sounds so wrong.
From a drug dealer.
Not a drug dealer.
This is someone who wronged him.
Art dealer.
Oh
yeah, Laws. I would agree. Like, Law says, I agree with Helena. I would need to know the provenance of the skull. I agree with that in terms of just like, I would have a hard time. Well, at least it wasn't found in Matt's yard. Just I would need to know if the person was like, I'm cool with this. And
yeah, this is one of my victims. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Show it on your own channel. Put it back in the background.
Well, hey, you want to know what the skull's name is?
I put it.
Yeah, you want to know what the skull name is now because Helena was angry at me when I bought it.
I want to know what the actual person's name was so we can apologize.
Yeah. Well, yeah, the skull is Matt because I was mad at him when he bought it, so it's a Matt now. That's Matt's skull.
It'd be funny if his name actually was Matt.
Or her, you don't know.
It definitely looks like a guy. This guy's skull.
How do you know that it's a skull?
Because his head is huge.
Imagine if it's a
bigger than-
female and then like, excuse me?
Okay, guys
That's me.
I am
are
a
usually
lady.
Women can have big heads too.
Get out of here. Get it out of here. Sorry you're a decoration person who lived a life.
So the head is like bigger than my own head. It's bigger than my head. And your
then
guys'
it's
head.
okay then.
It's no, I'm just saying I think it's a male.
And you're a little guy, so I don't know how
Yeah,
much.
it could have been a giant for all you know.
Actually, that guy's head like almost like it reminds me of Brian Shaw, how big that guy's head is. He was a big guy.
Are you saying says you tell him, Jason? Yeah, I don't know how to feel about that. Like honestly, like I don't know how to feel about
No.
Babe, it's okay if I could sell my skull to someone so someone could display it when I die. God
listen,
damn.
if that's what you said, if someone was like, yo, Matt, when you die, can I just have your head to display in my house to do with what I please? And you're just like, yeah, I don't care. I'll be dead. Who cares?
Exactly.
That's one thing. I don't know if that person was okay with that. I don't know how old that skull is. I don't know if that person even knew what the internet was. I don't know if that person was just like, listen, I'm going to donate my body to science so they can cure a disease. Meanwhile, their head ends up on a live stream on our channels. Like, I don't know if that's what they intended for that.
Well, I don't know either. I have no idea who this guy is.
Next, he's buying a foot.
Nah, I don't need a foot. I do want a full skeleton though.
He's gonna get pieces of bones from different people, and he's just gonna
Just
make
put it together.
Welcome to Matt
Frankenstein.
Frankenstein.
Yeah.
Frankenstein. No, I do want.
Frankenstein.
There's two things I still want, but I'm not going to do it until like we have a lot of money coming in. So I do want a full skeleton in a coffin, and then I also want a shrunken head.
Oh my!
In my
Why do you want people on display? Like
I am just a dark individual, okay?
just like you, sir or madam, you shall be my decoration. You
Who
have
did
no
I marry?
choice.
Elena's like I married a serial killer.
Next, my
Listen,
head is
I
gonna
didn't
be
kill
there.
them. I just want to display killed things in my room.
He killed himself, okay? He obviously didn't want to be here.
You don't know that. Could have been a murder victim.
Yeah, true.
Dude was just minding his own
Placement
damn
of
business.
the wound was
it
interesting.
was right there. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Listen, I listen to a lot of Dateline. I'm telling you.
No,
Not all suicides are suicide.
it's possible. It's possible those are murdered too. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. True.
Cassie, did we lose you?
She's right there.
Oh, I didn't even notice she was right there.
Oh, I saw her get up and just kind of like shuffle back there.
I told her, I said, I'm gonna drink the Abbey Normal without you, and she goes, just wake me up when it comes time. I'm like, I
So
don't
we
know.
have a beer that we got during our trip. We both bought the same one. It was an Abbey Normal. It's a big bottle. It's a strong beer. I'm almost think we should save it a little bit longer because it's a strong beer and it's a big bottle. I don't know if I really want to drink that strong of a beer. A lot of a strong beer.
Why not?
Ugh.
Oh,
I
Jason.
got
That's
stuff to do tomorrow.
Oh, come on.
All
Come
right.
on, everybody. Coach Jason. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Okay.
Peer pressure.
Let's do it. You know,
I'm gonna go get mine.
Shit.
So I'll be right back.
I'll go get mine.
The only
All
time
right,
I'll be
I'll
back.
be right back. Helena, Matt, Crow, the show is yours for a hot minute.
Okay.
Hey there, Crow. We haven't
Hey.
spoken in a while.
Yeah, I'm kind of doing things in the background.
Oh yeah, like what?
Well, I don't want to say.
Oh my.
No, it's nothing like that.
Oh my god.
I'm just
Oh,
kind of
so
here,
tired.
you know. I didn't know if there's a
I was
chat.
getting worried about you for a moment
Why?
because you just went like quiet for a while. I was like, I hope he's okay.
Yeah, because usually when I'm getting a video done, the last few days I'll just kind of disappear because I'm always trying to like do messages and social stuff and this and that, and I kind of
Yeah,
dabble. But then to get the video done, you just have to like fucking just shut the world off and just do it, And
Mhm,
when I get
know
that
the
zone,
feeling.
if I'll take a break, I'll like watch some TV and I'll just jump, or I'll actually watch TV and have one headphone on my ear and edit at the same time sometimes.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's when I get like that. If I see you on, if I jump on your stream, I'll be there for 2 hours, and then when I get off that, I'll kind of wear me out. It's like,
Yeah.
I
No,
know
I understand
myself.
completely.
Yeah.
No, I understand completely. It's just that you also went quiet in text messages too. I was like, oh,
Yeah, I do that sometimes. Sorry, guys.
I know you have medical stuff, so I was like, so that's why I was like, oh, worried.
Oh no, I appreciate that. I'm good.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Damn it, Crow! Don't be one of those. Don't be at the end of my documentary saying, in memory of Crow.
Yeah. Oh shit.
That actually might happen though, way in the future. You're gonna be in one of my future documentaries.
It's quite honestly, looking at odds, it's quite possible.
I mean, everyone, dies eventually.
I haven't been the healthiest the past couple of years. It's always something's going on.
God damn it, Crow! I'm gonna cry if you die.
No, Crow. No. Nobody dies. Everyone lives forever.
Yep,
We
totally.
lost enough people.
In denial's bliss.
If I live to 2050, I used to think, 2050, I'll be good. I'm like, shit, it's only 2024. I'm not gonna make it to 2050. There's no fucking way.
Nope, we're not talking. Why did I come back to such like morbid?
Why is it so sad now?
Why?
Like, we're supposed to be partying for Daniel, guys. We're not supposed to be talking about like, well, I ain't making it till this.
Like, who's next?
I think I just see too much death.
I listen to a lot of true crime, morbid type podcasts during my work week. I had to actually stop listening to them because I was just like, I'm bumming myself out.
Yeah, when you see too many videos, because in the Marine Corps, we watch videos of people in Ukraine getting blown up and stuff like that, body parts and everything.
Yeah, stop bringing us down, Matt.
Yeah.
God damn it, Matt.
Love that, babe.
You brought the dark part of YouTube.
Let's change the subject.
Okay, change subjects.
Right. Elena, how do you say hamburger in Dutch?
In Finnish? Okay.
Yeah,
Hampurilainen.
That's way better.
Yeah, that does sound better.
Way better.
You know, sometimes when she speaks Finnish, it's pretty hot.
Well, I don't think about that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jason, can you show your bottle off?
Hey, I think it's
I'm working on it.
Well, you're working on it, but did you show the bottle? Like, did you show the fanciness?
Show it off. I was trying to work the wax off.
Oh wow.
Feel like a
hobby normal.
What is that?
The
It
beer?
is an imperial stout with cacao nibs, vanilla, and coffee beans.
Ooh.
It's a 10.9% alcohol by volume.
Damn.
Asha Brewing
Holy
Company,
shit. That's cool. Where did you get that?
Louisville. During our trip out to Louisville, we bought some beer at some of these breweries. Not a ton. We didn't go overboard. We drank a bunch. We didn't buy a bunch. And this was one that at this brewery they didn't have much left of it. It was a special edition beer that they had like kind of run out of. They'd only had a few left. And we were like, "Whoa, let's get one."
You know, when Helena gets back
Oh.
down here, I'm going to be drinking again.
Whoa. Woo.
Did
You
you
strong?
drink it?
Woo.
I'm still opening it, bro. You gotta wait.
What? Well,
What is wrong with you?
Listen, just take the bottle opener and just boop, pop it open.
I'm
You
trying.
don't
I
need
had to
do
work
wax.
through all the wax. Mine was
You don't
covered in
have to work.
wax. You
No, you don't
dumbass.
have to work. I just popped it with the wax. Done.
I couldn't. I had to dig through it. My wax was
Oh.
thicker than yours, and you just start drinking it.
Excuses.
What is wrong with you?
Okay, guys, it's okay.
Lover stat.
Breaking up
Kind
the
of,
fight. I'm breaking up the fight.
Unfortunately, Jason, it's kind of flat. There's no carbonation to it.
Oh no.
Yeah.
You know, what's your guys'
Mine's
favorite
pretty
beer?
carbonated.
What's
You
your guys'
got
I didn't have
carbonation?
enough wax protecting yours.
You got carbonation?
Yeah.
No. Let me see. Show your glass. Let me see.
Well, now it
Let's see
fizzed
different.
down. It fizzed down
Oh.
pretty fast.
Oh.
I can see a little bit of bubbles. I think. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, what's your
Ooh.
guys' favorite beer?
Oh.
I love Bud Light.
I haven't even sipped it yet. He's still drinking. I gave him crap for drinking it without me, and he's still like, "Okay,
What?
no, I'm."
I hate the taste of Bud Light.
Oh.
Just, it's,
You are a terrible drinking mate.
What
Terrible.
are you talking about?
Are you not listening to the words I'm saying? You're a terrible drinking mate.
I am not.
You
You're
We're
just
hear
supposed
the
to drink
words
it
that come
together,
out
and you're
of
sitting
my
there
mouth?
like chugging it.
Drink, drink, drink.
chug.
You guys have seen Rush Hour, right?
Cheers, sir. Let's do it properly.
Here we
Cheers,
go.
sir.
Here we go.
Even though you've already drank
Cheers.
a bunch. Salante.
Cheers. Cheers, everyone.
Cheers, or keep pace, as we would say here in Finland.
Ooh, I better wake Cassie up. She's gonna want to try this.
Ooh, that's nice. What did you say, Elena? How do they say it?
Keep pace.
Keep pace.
It's-
Keep.
Keep pace
Yeah.
control.
Keep
Can
pace.
you put it in the chat?
Yes.
Because it sounds like you're saying keep base. Keep base.
Keep this.
Oh, 2 P's.
Keep this.
Yeah.
I
Keep
like it.
pace.
Keep
Keep
this.
base.
Keep pace.
We say cheers.
I think I might have a little bit of alcohol left in the fridge that I have not opened.
You don't need
One
to.
beer.
I have one beer
Y'all
too.
don't need
All
to
right.
drink with us. It's
It would
fine.
make me sad, so I'm not gonna drink
Yeah,
one beer.
it's been too long. Since,
I only drink when I go to strip clubs.
What do you think this is?
Let's do it.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
No, we haven't gotten to that point, Ron.
No, not yet, right?
Okay, just kidding.
Are you saying I don't know my name?
Dude, that'd be funny if just be just Jason and
I
Matt.
think you all should get together and go on a drunken squatch hunt and ghost hunt. I can't see that going wrong. No. That
Oh my
would
God.
be terrible.
Fun doing a squatch hunt. Just saying.
Listen, we
Feel
should
like-
do like an offshoot of
around the
like
whole time.
Naked and Afraid.
Oh my god.
We get dropped off in a forest where it's like, no, Sasquatch has been seen here multiple times. We all get dropped off naked and afraid in a forest with some like hunting for like, you know, we got a few cameras, some lights, spirit boxes. Like we're just like, let's do this, guys.
I couldn't take my squatch hunt seriously. I'll just be messing around the whole time. I'll be fucking around.
I
the
mean,
whole
you're
time.
just saying like we're just going on a camping trip at that point.
Yeah, basically.
Matt and Jason and Ron should all take their shirts off. Just be like a shirtless stream.
It's a shirtless.
No, I'm
stream.
good.
Hey, up here,
I'm
ready?
good. No,
I'll do it.
I'm not.
No, jeez, no.
Ah,
It is hot, guys.
This
It's
body-
very hot.
this
So
body's only for Helena.
That's right.
She's like, unfortunately.
She's not saying that.
Jason, did you see my Doctor Who TARDIS bottle opener?
Yeah, you've shown me several times.
I know.
Every time you get drunk, you're like, "Hey."
Yeah, Ron forgets full conversation. It'd be like, "Hey, man,
I ain't going to give him
this
shame for
last
that.
night."
Like when I get drunk, like the next day, I'm just like, "We should hang out, man." Bro, we were hanging out 5 hours last night. We were.
Oh my God,
this live stream
Jason.
tomorrow. It's fine.
All my friends are alcoholics.
Faith.
No,
He says,
Oh,
"I've seen Matt
alcohol.
topless." Popped into his live stream at the perfect time.
Hey,
Oh
that was,
my
member,
God, I
that was members
remember that.
only, okay?
Are you saying? Says he gets drunk and pulls out his small blue box for all to see.
Hey,
See
I
Matt in a
did,
I
dress.
knew a Pandora once.
hey, I did that for
Never saw her
okay?
box though.
I did it for specifically Helena. Just saying.
Yeah, but you were live.
Yeah, I know.
I did it for everybody. I've gone topless for this show multiple times. Listen, I think it's a crime that dudes can go topless whenever they want and women can't. I say,
sir,
I
I want to
say-
tell you. Listen,
We-
listen. It is legal here in Ontario. Women can
like,
walk
you
around
just go
topless.
No,
like
Yes.
ladies can go around topless in
Yeah.
Ontario.
Yeah.
No one's going
Women
to
can
say.
just go to
literally walk
Walmart.
It's totally legal here. Totally.
You know,
Okay.
women.
I will trust that it is legal. I will give you the benefit of the doubt because I don't know. Say it's legal, but will people throw a fit if a lady just goes topless and walks around?
Wow. See, that's the thing. Yeah.
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I went since they legalized that, I have yet to see a woman walking around topless. So,
When did they legalize that?
oh man, like 20 years ago.
Well, hot damn.
You just said that very Canadian. 20 years ago. I can't do it.
Dude, I'll listen to like true crime podcasts, right? Like I've said multiple times. And there will be episodes where like, oh, this mass killer in Canada. We're talking about this Canadian. And I swear every detective on these like Dateline episodes sound like Ron. Where it's like, Ron, like I maybe we don't like hear the accent so much, but I've talked to Ron so much where I'm like, no, I can hear the accent. It's so subtle. But
That
they're
was-
like,
was
they're
the-
like, so he killed his neighbor. Oh yeah, he murdered that man. He killed him, and I'm just like, it sounds like Ron. It sounds like a gruff version of Ron talking about. And now we're just talking like, yeah, you can go topless and nobody will say a word.
That's funny.
Oh, crazy.
So
Are you saying I don't know my name? Does we all know? I love how I don't know if you're like meant to say it this way or if it's just like you're typing fast. Does we all know? Not do we all know? Does we all know what the TARDIS stands for? Yeah, time and relative dimension.
Relative dimension in space.
How do y'all know that? I don't know that.
I'm a huge Doctor Who fan.
I am
Oh,
not.
fuck, sorry.
But I am a
Love-
geek, and I know
love
the
Doctor Who.
TARDIS. Time and relative. So, like my Doctor Who thing, I had a girlfriend in middle school, super cute girl. She was a Doctor Who fanatic, and this was before. I'm old, so this was before Doctor Who had a resurgence. She
Yeah.
was a massive fan of OG Doctor Who. And then Fox TV, Fox in America was like, we are going to make a Doctor Who TV movie, introducing a new Doctor Who. Hopefully it's so popular that we make a new Doctor Who show in America. They made the TV movie and it died. It died hard. I was like with this girl, I was like, I think you're super cute, so I'm gonna get into Doctor Who too. So I watched this Doctor Who TV movie, and that's one of the things I learned was like Doctor Who, time and relative dimension in space. I got a Doctor Who TARDIS key from a website. Like I was all in. And this was decades before like the resurgence of Doctor Who and like Matt Smith and all that
Oh
kind
man,
of stuff.
Matt Smith, he's great.
Not Matt. Who was the guy before that?
Oh my gosh.
Shoot, he did one season and he was like, "Peace
Yes. Yeah.
out." So yeah,
Oh,
that's
man.
when I learned that in freshman year of high school, time and relative dimension and space, TARDIS. Yep, David Tennant.
So the theme song,
Not David
Crow.
Tennant. David Tennant was after.
Crow, the theme song, I don't know if you know, it's because you love music, you're kind of music buff, was done on a Moog synthesizer, analog synthesizer.
Oh wow, cool.
Well, it depends on which version you're talking about.
Oh right.
Okay. Every season has a different iteration.
But I'm talking about like the original, like
you're talking like OG.
Like the OG, we're talking like back in the 60s, right? Like they had this synthesizer is like the size of a wall, and it's an analog digital analog synth. Like it's ridiculous. It's got like all these plugins and like it's pretty wild. I forget which
says yeah, but skulls are a new one. I don't know if she's talking about Matt's skull. But she's talking about the catacomb in Paris, and are you saying, says, wouldn't that be an awesome place to visit? I've been to the catacombs in Paris. I've been to Paris and gone into the catacombs. It's pretty stinking awesome. And the tours that I went, it was like a touristy version of the catacombs in Paris. So like that's I don't know, 5% of what the catacombs are. Like it's so minuscule of what the catacombs actually are in Paris because they stretch on forever. Christopher Eccleston, that was the guy from season 1, or so I don't even know what the most modern season of Doctor Who was Christopher Eccleston. But yeah, Catacombs in Paris, pretty awesome.
Have you guys, Joe, or no, sorry, Joe, Matt, or Jason, y'all did any investigating overseas yet?
Investigating, no. But I lived in Germany for a few years, and I traveled around a bunch in Europe and Great Britain, all that kind of stuff. But that was before I was into like paranormal investigation and stuff.
Oh, okay. Well, hell yes, Lena, you've done investigating in Finland for it, haven't you?
So that's the thing. In Finland, there is haunted locations. Just getting in is
harder.
Because it's not like in America. It's like easy, like book an investigation, pay this much, da da da. It's like here you need connections, and I don't have any connections. But I investigated abandoned places, but not like, good locations with heating and stuff.
Yeah, and the problem with like American places where they're like, oh yeah, book an investigation and blah blah blah. Like again, with what me and Joe had to deal with, it's hard to trust those locations in terms of like the actual history, in terms of like what is true, what is factual, what we're actually investigating. Like they are businesses at that point. They are people who are surviving on the income of this location, and so we can't. Like they need these places to be haunted and active to support the income that are coming in from these locations, and so
yeah,
it's almost like if you're finding places like you are, it's more of a boon. It's better than what you would get here because you're just, I don't know, booking a spooky Airbnb over here at this point for a lot of these places.
Yeah, I feel like, and also I feel like it's a bad thing when locations get like super famous. A lot of people investigate them all over and over and over and over again. That like, I think like the spirits also get like bored, and it's not like like for me also, like I feel like if I go to like a location that's less investigated, like that makes me feel like I'm doing something like like meaningful and finding out about like, you know, the history, like what's going on, who's here, and giving them like a voice so they can talk. But when it comes to like these locations that are really like popular, it's like, what's the more there to do? Basically, it's like overdone, I feel like.
I
don't know.
understand that idea,
Yep.
but and like that's my and like
Mhm.
I absolutely understand that idea because like as YouTubers, as content creators in this space, we want to be the people who are investigating places that nobody else is investigating because we want to be kind of like not the first people, but like we want to investigate. We want to bring new places to people. It's that like, hey, I found a place. I want to
Mhm.
present a place to you, and that's interesting and new. And like, look at me. But then there's also the like, here's the place everybody's heard of. Like, let's bring like this automatically. The name of this place is going to help us algorithmically on YouTube, on the internet, like Waverly Hills, the Sally House, like all these places that have this name recognition in our community, like cool. But then you're trying while you're at those like known places to do something new and interesting because you're like, everybody goes here, everybody does the same thing. Now I'm trying to do something a little different to stand out. Like I get that. But I also understand that like those super famous, well-traveled places, it doesn't mean that those places are not crazy haunted or have the activity. Like you can experience that kind of stuff, but it's weird. It's such an industry that we have to like maneuver as content creators. That it's I feel that dichotomy of like wanting to do something unknown but also interested in checking out these well-known places. Like I don't want
like
to like
I do
add
love
to
like there is a
this
lot of like
thing.
these famous places I really love and I like want to visit, you know. It's like I hate them or anything. It's just yeah.
It's definitely that push and pull of like like I don't want to
Yeah.
like everybody's gone there, but because everybody's gone there, I want to experience that too.
Yeah.
As well as like, hey, nobody goes here. This is not a place everybody goes to, and I want to bring that to the people.
Especially the places that are about to close down, and you know it's like you can never investigate it again. So that's gonna
Yeah, absolutely. Because that's a big deal. Because a lot of the places we want to check out are super old and falling apart, so they're going to be condemned and knocked down anyway. Or they're places that are about to be revitalized and turned into like a place you cannot go to. They're going to be a personal home. They're going to be a business. They're going to be something that we then will not have access to. It's that kind of situation we're dealing with in these paranormal investigation areas that we got to be aware of. It's hard. It's very difficult.
Yeah.
You know, I love this job so much.
Is it a job?
For me,
I feel like jobs should pay me. All my money goes towards this thing.
Same. Yeah.
Yep. And because of this work, finally, it's finally a job for me, and I'm super happy about that.
Tell me that when you don't have an actual job.
Okay. What do you mean? Like in the Marine Corps or any like normal job?
Yeah, like period. The only thing that keeps you functioning in life is this job.
Very soon.
Well, there you go.
Next film.
That's when you talk to me.
I would say that we made $78,000 in the last film.
Good luck with that. Laws says it blows my mind how big the paranormal industry is now. Yeah. Which honestly, like we are in a slump of paranormal industry in terms of what it was 10 years ago. So if you think it's crazy now, like 10 years ago, 15 years ago, it was huge. Like it was massive. So right now, like, if you think now is big, whew, 10, 15 years ago, it was even huger. Some of these haunted locations are supported by supporting whole towns.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Imagine if you went to a town with a haunted attraction and debunked it. The locals would come out with pitchforks. Like, honestly, some places, like some small towns that have a haunted location that are like really kind of like bringing a bunch of tourism, like a lot of the locals hate the fact that their town is known for a haunted location. Like, they get all pissy about it. I've been to places where I'm like, oh yeah, no, I'm here investigating X place. And they're just like, if that place would just burn down, like, it would be great. Because we are so tired of being the place known for this haunted place. I was like, oh, hot damn, okay. Never mind then. I'm not here for that. Like, it's crazy. But yeah, the industry has changed quite a bit in terms of like even in the past 5 years, in the 5 years that I've been doing paranormal investigation on YouTube, it was like, good Lord, such a thing where there were so many channels, like high millions of viewers channels of doing paranormal stuff. And a lot of those channels have like shifted. They're like, oh, my viewership has trended down because people lost interest in what we're doing. It's just like nobody really cares anymore.
It's because we're not faking things. That's why. So this
Yeah,
is why
it's the
I've already
sensationalism of the channels. Once they start veering off, people are like, well, I'm gonna watch something else.
So here's the thing though, like, I know I won't ever get big on YouTube from the paranormal. And it's
Because you missed the boat. That was 5 years ago. That was 10 years ago.
I was doing it 10 years ago.
Yeah, you missed the boat, man. That's when you had to do it.
But so it's because of I can't create quantity, because I don't get the same amount of evidence because it's all real. So if I make an episode,
but you also don't post enough. You need to post once to twice a week.
The only things I could post different.
How do you post once to twice a week, Matt?
Here's the thing: I can't
fake
do that
stuff.
I don't. Yeah, exactly, exactly.
You produce it.
Exactly. So that's why I like the documentaries. Not only am I finally getting the money for what I love to do, but two, it's worth it. All the work that you put into it now is more worth it because you're getting the money back, and you're also finally getting it to the exposure that you've always been trying to get to grow your brand. And so it's like going through the distributors was the best decision I've ever made in my life, and I am extremely happy for it. I recommend it for anyone that is truly passionate about filmmaking. Go for a distributor because it will change your life.
I'm glad it worked out for you. I am not at that place. I don't want to deal with distributors. I don't want to deal with filmmaking in general. I want to tell the stories I'm telling on a small format while also doing my own life and not.
For people that have the talent, I will help them get to that if they want. I feel like if I could give someone that opportunity that I feel like has put in the work and has the talent, I'll help them. Like I'll try.
One of the best bit of filmmaking kind of like advice that I've ever heard was, if you aren't willing to live in your car for a year to make your film, movie, short film, whatever, then this isn't the life for you.
That's such a good statement.
And I was like, yeah, I'm not willing to do that. Because one of the reasons why I heard that when I had 3 kids and a wife and a house, and like I was like, would I want that for these people that I currently have to support? Nah. Like I'm not in that realm of life anymore. And that was great because I was like, cool, then the filmmaking that I'm going to do is going to be on my own terms, and it's not going to be supported by, like, I hope I can live with the work I do filmmaking. And that's perfect for me, and it worked for me. And for people like you who are just like, yes, absolutely, I will live in a dumpster to make what I want be a reality. You will do that. And I think that's something that people need to hear, is just like, what are you willing to do to have this dream? And if your answer, if like you're like, I want to be a filmmaker, it's like, okay, here's what you have to do: live in a car for a year. I'm not willing to do that. Then that's not the route for you. Find the route for you.
Okay.
And so, like, you seem to have, like, you found that route for you. You found the route that makes it so, like, hey, I can do the thing I want to do and make it a reality. Boom. Freaking awesome. I found the route for me, and it's not as intense as the route is for you. Like, and that's
everyone is
one of the things
different.
I like about
Things
our community is we've built a community of people who are on these different levels of, like, listen, this is what I want to do, and I found my route. And this is what I want to do, and I found my route. And all of our routes are different, but we're all creating the content we really want to make. And that's
what
pretty
you're saying
awesome.
is so true, because when I was, I'm not even kidding you. So I was by myself, wasn't in a relationship, don't have kids. So I was willing to put myself in a very bad situation. That's what I did with the Harrisville Haunting. I literally had a part-time job, not a full-time job, so I could barely afford anything, because I was trying to edit every single day, trying to get that Harrisville Haunting finished. Because for me, I'm very OCD and want to get it all, like, perfect. Well, now I have changes I want to do now, but that always happens with me. So, but anyway,
always growth.
And so, but anyway, at the time, like, I was putting myself in a horrible situation. I did it on purpose. And all the success stories I've heard from all these celebrities that made it from the bottom, they've said the same thing. They took big risks, and they put themselves in a situation that was a dangerous situation. But because of that mindset of never giving up and quitting, they finally got to where they always wanted. They've made it to their dreams. And I feel like in this country, if you work hard enough, and if you're willing to put yourself in those situations and keep working, you can do it. And it just takes a lot of work. I went from a shitty filmmaker, didn't know shit, shitty investigator, to knowing
to a shitty investigator,
to a decent, pretty decent. So
my argument to that would be, I know a ton of people who have sacrificed, put themselves in bad situations, made the sacrifices, and put themselves in situations that did not benefit themselves because they didn't have anybody else to answer to do that the exact same thing. And they face planted in reality and did not make it. It's a chance you take. You can make those sacrifices and try it and fail, or you can make those sacrifices and chance it and succeed. It's such a crapshoot. No one is saying, like, oh, well, if you just buckle down, you will make it. You may not. That's the thing. It's a crapshoot. Some people will make it and some people won't. You have to be, if you aren't willing to take that chance, it may not be for you. Not saying it's not for you.
Yeah.
It may not be for you.
No, I agree with you, because actually Chuck Kalick made a very similar statement as you, and one of his podcasts, and I agree with that. You have to take the risks, you have to put in the work, and you're gonna fail sometimes, but you're gonna have to keep picking yourself back up. And here's the thing, like, I'm inspired by my dad, because my dad always wanted to be a firefighter, and during early 2000s, it was hard to become a firefighter in the early 2000s because they had all the positions pretty much.
Early 2000s. How old is your dad?
He's in his 50s right now.
Okay.
And so basically, so he got in, but through a lot of hard work. It took him a long time to get in, and he did a lot of volunteering and went through the schools and everything. And then he finally got in, and then he provided so much for myself, my brother, my sister, and gave a more than comfortable life because of that job. Because that in LA fire department is the highest paying fire department in all the country, and so it did well for him. He was smart with his money, and now he has he made a really good life for himself. And I want to be in that aspect. I want to be like my dad. I want to provide for Helena, our future kids, and I want to provide for a very comfortable future for all of us and sustainable. And you just have to keep fighting for your dreams to get to that point. Sometimes it's hard. That's why I don't want to have kids until we have that situated, and we're very close to that right now.
Here's a question.
Yeah,
for Matt as a filmmaker,
mm-hmm.
What if paranormal investigation is not part of that scenario?
Just
like paranormal investigation, people are just like, we don't care. We're not paying for that content. Nobody cares about that content. We hit the bottom, which it could happen because, like I said, like 10, 15 years ago, paranormal investigation TV show stuff it was paying. Multiple channels were having multiple series. Like they were just like, it was coming out your nose. Now it's middling.
It's okay because
3 years from now, they're just like, nobody gives a crap. Nobody gives a crap. So you need to pivot. They're like, Devil's Hour production. Nobody cares about paranormal stuff. Like literally nobody cares. You're a filmmaker. What do you do next?
I have other documentaries I've thought about. So
like what? Give me an example of one.
I am very intrigued.
Nobody cares about paranormal investigation. Devil's Hour production. We want to give you a check to make a project. What do you got?
I am very intrigued about the elite in the celebrity area, and so I would go into the Bohemian Grove and all that. I've been very intrigued in that stuff. So that's
next project. We don't care about that. What's the next thing?
Next thing, true crime is an interest of mine.
Nobody cares about true crime anymore. It's a bubble that's burst. What's your next thing?
Why did they oust the all-time hot dog eating champion from the hot dog eating champion?
Yeah, I heard about that.
Why?
So many times they kicked him out.
What's your next thing, Matt? What's your next thing?
Well, it will take time to think about it. It's not like all of it going to be like
that's all you got. That you got two ideas.
No. I have a lot more paranormal ideas.
It's like, no, we don't care about paranormal ideas.
I'm just saying.
Matt, we care about romantic comedies now. Do you have a romantic comedy in your back pocket?
Here's the thing. I'm a documentary.
If I came to you and said, I got $1 million to direct a romantic comedy, are you like, sure? Or are you like, it's not my vision, bro?
I'm a passion project person. So if it comes to that point,
listen, I respect that so much because, like, honestly, I am too. I worked with clients so much, and I realized very quickly, thankfully, I was like, I don't care about your crap. I
commercial
cannot work for other people's stuff. I can't do it.
Mm-hmm. The same way.
Because if I don't have the passion for it, I'm not going to give you what you want. I won't.
I agree. That's why I'm going to always stick to what I am truly interested in. And because it has to be a passion project for me. Actually, to be honest, it probably
if you're going to put that much work into it, it has to be.
Exactly. And
I'm not going to put 40 hours a week minimum into something I do not care about.
Exactly. And that's why you don't see me on fucking Fiverr right now editing for people, because I could do that as another separate job if I wanted to. But I'm so not interested.
You should do that. You should do that. Just do it.
I just
like,
don't like editing
I
other
just
people's
wanted a
stuff.
coffee commercial. How did Ghost pop up in here? I don't know what's going on.
No, I have
Matt being like Ghosts.
I can edit other things. I can do trailers really well. That's one thing
You should. That would be fun.
Yeah,
but like, I'll give you 5 minutes for your trailer. $5, 5 minute. Helena, how are you? How are you doing? I feel like me and Matt have been talking too much. Y'all need to chip in. Helena's like, oh, I'm sorry. I thought I'm on the live stream too.
Oh my God, it's 7 a.m. Hello.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You know what? Go get yourself some alcohol, babe.
I have only one
7?
beer, and it will make me so tired if I drink one beer. I know myself.
What are you doing today? What are you doing today?
Me?
Yeah. You gotta go to work?
Too bad not.
I need to edit today. Oh my God.
Do you have a job, Helena? Like a 9 to 5?
Not right now. Not right now. No.
Oh,
No.
thank God. I would feel so bad if you were like, oh no, I have to be at work.
Hey, that's my life. That's what. Okay, that's another thing that Jason was talking about. You know what I'm doing during the weekdays? I'm getting 3 hours of sleep every single fucking day. This is my I'm taking a little break right now.
Yeah,
I'm not
that's not healthy.
Yeah,
that's not healthy.
Yeah, I'm
3
not
hours
doing
of
that
sleep every day.
3 hours of sleep every single day during the weekdays until the weekend. I finally get a 7 to 8 hours during the weekend, and just because I'm editing that much. But I took a break for 2 days now. Yesterday I was just in a bad mood and not feeling it, and then today I just wanted to hang out with Lana, to be honest. And I also had this live stream podcast I had to do earlier. So here's the thing that I'm realizing: it's because I'm so focused in work. It's like not good for our relationship. So we're trying to find time to like be together more, like just hang out together more. And so it's like and I'm so focused on work right now that it's getting in the way. So we're trying to find more time together, and that's why I'm here right now, because I want to just hang out with her and hang out with you guys.
Maybe if you move overseas, you could hang out with her.
I know, it's just she's
you need to go.
Yeah, I'm in the Marine Corps. I don't have a choice.
Put in your 2 weeks.
That is not how the contract works.
No. You just put in your 2 weeks, bro.
If that was how it worked, I would have. If it was a normal job I was at, that would have been easy for me. I would have been hell.
Dan Tex is calling it a night, guys. We're gonna say goodnight to Dan Tex.
Good night, Dan Tex.
Of our community.
And also, I saw
calling it a night. This has been a blast, Jason, Cassie, Ron, Crow, Helena, Matt. You rock. Everyone in the chat, you are the bomb. Much love, everyone. Thank you, Dan Tex. Thank you for all your support. Get some sleep, son.
And Frank.
Anyway, Matt is not committed to putting his professional life in front of his personal life. So anyway, continue.
Here's the thing. It's different when you're married, okay? You want things.
No, tell me how that is.
She's very important to me, okay? So she has to I have to take time for her.
That's why you should have moved.
Let me go make myself get into a felony right now and then never come back to America.
You can live somewhere else in the world and still be a part of the Marine Corps. Travel's a bitch, but you can do it.
I only have a year and a half left, okay? A year and a half left of going through this shit. And then
So are you guys not getting married for a year and a half?
So we're technically married now, but yeah, for our big wedding in a year and a half is when we're planning the wedding. Yeah.
If you're technically married, why doesn't one of you move?
I'm here for my mom. I can't move.
Well, then Matt, you got to move, bro.
Gotta move, Matt. Gotta move. You're going to Finland, Matt.
Time on a plane, bro.
I wish. I just don't have a
Snakes on
choice.
plane, baby.
If you sign a contract, I didn't expect to find this person when I joined. Okay.
If I did, I would Ron, man. You should have found Ron. He's way closer.
Hello there, Ron.
Sexy.
God damn. Yeah, it sucks, dude. It really does, to be honest. Frank says, I'm closer, Matt. Yeah, he is technically. He's in.
Oh, dang. Let's switch over.
Oh, geez, Frank. Is the
Delaney, you want a
competition now,
Frank?
Oh, jeez.
No.
Frank and Matt, they are. Yeah.
They're
We're
too
lovers.
much. Anyway, she's done. She's done with you already.
Yeah, so Frank lives in Las Vegas, so he technically is a lot closer to me.
Is he?
Yeah.
In Vegas?
Mm-hmm. I'm never living there again. I hate Vegas.
No, Vegas
It's
is
got to be bloody
terrible.
hot there right now.
Yeah,
Jeez.
It's a
right now?
Satan's taint.
Always.
Do not live there.
Always.
It's way
There's
too hot.
no reason for Vegas to exist. Period.
Burning in hell. How does it feel burning in hell over there, Frank?
Vegas
It's
is
way too hot there.
garbage.
Especially during the summer, I hate it more because it's way too hot.
No, I think it's better. Because
Why?
in the summer you want it, you expect it to be hot, right? In the summer you expect it to be hot.
Only 102.
Christmas Eve, you don't
Holy-
expect to melt on Christmas Eve.
Oh my gosh.
Vegas sucks year round. It's terrible. And I'm talking about when I say the temperature in Vegas, melting temperature in Vegas, I'm talking about midnight. I'm talking middle of the night, 107 on a
It's
cool, breezy
God.
evening.
It's horrible.
It is the
Okay.
death.
But here's the thing. In Vegas, compared to like here where we are in Ontario, Canada, we have
Hell.
humidity. We have humidity. There it's
Listen,
dry.
There's no humidity.
dry.
It's dry. I will get you that. But you know what humidity does? It's a water barrier between you and the sun.
Okay.
Vegas has zero of that, so you're
Yeah.
just on the sun.
It was horrible because I was doing pizza delivery.
And guess what? Vegas doesn't have shade of any kind.
Oh,
Like,
right. No trees.
Humankind
Oh.
has understood
Oh.
how to create shade. Like they're like, oh, no trees, no shade. Let's build something that gives us shade. In Vegas, they have forgotten how to
Uh-oh.
do that
Oh.
everywhere.
Yeah.
They're like, no, concrete must have sun.
Wow.
We must clear all shade from our life.
it's horrible.
So that the
Don't do it.
concrete can be warm. So it is.
Oh.
You're in an oven.
The
You're
first time I was in Vegas, and the only time I was in Vegas, it was very cold. It was like
because we went during the winter almost, babe.
Because you
March.
want to know why there's no shade in
November.
Vegas?
This November, babe.
Because
Oh wait,
they
no.
want you in the
February,
casino.
March?
Yeah, it was March.
So they do not
Makes
plant
sense.
trees. They do not create shade because they want you in the casinos.
Why are you going
Period.
inside? Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
You know
you know,
what? That's a smart marketing tactic if you think about it. Really.
Also, murder. It is murder.
yeah, there's a lot of murder there. You know, you want to hear a funny ass story from when I lived in Vegas? Okay.
Do
It's
tell.
pretty funny. It's okay. So basically, I was doing pizza delivery. Okay. Oh my god, dude. Okay, this freaked me out. Okay, I have a funny story, Crow. You ready for this?
welcome back, Crow.
Welcome back.
I just keep popping him out because he keeps muting himself for hours.
Yeah,
You could be sleeping, guys. You could be
yeah, you
sleeping.
could be actually.
Could be.
Okay,
He's
so
not responding, so I'm assuming he's sleeping. I'm gonna drop him out again. He'll be
Okay.
back.
so I was doing a pizza delivery, okay, and there's this one kid, all by himself, like young kid, like
Young how?
like I would say probably 5-6 years old, something like that.
That's
And-
that's young. Yep.
Alone?
No parents around. I was like, and then this kid
So no
was saying-
parents around us in terms of like they're not passed out in the bedroom. They're just not there.
yeah, they're just not there. And so I'm like, okay, where's this kid's
Vegas.
parents at? I was like, and so I see that there's the kid was telling me I live over there, which is like another complex over. I was like, oh my
He
god.
doesn't even live there.
Yeah, that's what he was saying to me. The little kid was saying this. Okay, maybe a little bit older, probably like 7 or 8, probably.
Still, he
Yeah,
doesn't
but-
even live there.
Exactly. And so I'm like, oh shit. Like, I don't want him to get hit by a car because that crossing the street is a lot of cars going through. And so I was like, okay, I'm gonna get this kid in the car, and then go over there. It's like, okay, where do you live? Like, I need a. First off, kids, don't ever go into some stranger's car. I know this is wrong, but still, I needed to go. I was trying to just do the right thing because I felt like this kid was.
It's so hard to do the right thing these days, and
I know it's also
like,
very.
I
weird
can't
and
do
creepy.
this. I'm gonna get in trouble.
Exactly, and this is almost what happened to me because then the kid was lying to me the whole time. The kid just wanted to go to the other complex, and so.
Oh no.
So I was like, "Oh my god!" Wait. So then he started telling me the truth. He's like,
You
"No,
just need to call the cops.
I should have." and then so I was like, "Okay." So I'm like accidentally kidnapping this fucking kid. So I was like, "Okay."
Oh my god.
Hey, cops. Yeah, I accidentally kidnapped a kid.
It was so bad.
No, I lured him into my car with a pizza. No, it's fine.
And so I was
Yeah,
like,
no, he's
"Where are
crying.
your
He
parents?"
He
I'm like,
is
I was
upset.
just trying to do the right thing, and then it was just getting worse and worse. I was freaking out because I was like, "Oh my god, if someone sees me right now, this is so bad." and then so I'm like finding this kid's parents, and I find them. It seems like some people looking for someone. So I was like, "Do you?" No, I was actually asking these people, "Do you know where this kid's parents is and stuff like that?" And then one of them finally said, "Yeah, they do." And then they got him, and then they beat that kid's ass for doing that. But yeah, then one of the people were trying to like
this actually might have made a comedy you could have directed. Listen,
it was like a comedy movie
of like him going to deliver a pizza and interacting with this kid in this scenario, going on some far-flung adventure, and then circling around and ending up delivering him back at his actual house, which is the same house he was picked up at, being a la like adventures and babysitting type thing. It could not happen now, though. That could have happened in the 80s. That could have been a movie in the 80s. Totally. No one would have questioned it. Today, no. Rated R, like cautionary tale type BS.
Oh my god, it was so bad. And then when I got out, these other two guys thought I was like kidnapping him or something like that. I was like, they kept questioning me. I was like, I'm trying to get the kid to get the kid to their parents, and basically I was like trying to explain. He was saying that he lived over there. I didn't want him to cross the road and all that, but they weren't believing me. They were like kind of like suspicious about me or something like that.
No kid get in my car. Nope.
And I was like, yeah, this is looking bad. Because I'd be honest, like it would be a little weird. So if someone just was saying this too, so I was just like, oh my god, just have the kid there. I'm like, oh my, it was so bad. But anyway, I finally got the kid to their parents, and yeah, it was just a weird. I was on a run too, and I had to tell, like, because Rocky was my boss at the time, and then I was like, Rocky, you're not gonna believe what just happened.
I delivered a kid. He's like, I sent you out with a pepperoni t-shirt. I don't know what you are doing.
It was so funny. Actually, I called him when I was in I think I also called Joe. So like they know about this story. I called Joe during this too. And I was like, dude, I have this kid and I don't know where his parents are. He says they're over there on the other side where there's cars going by. But the kid was lying to me the whole time. Oh, god damn.
Sons of bitches. All right, guys. I think I'm going to call it. We're at about 3 hours. It's super late. I know Ron needs to sleep. Helena's up at like, say, almost 8 o'clock in the morning. 7 o'clock in the morning. Matt's over on the West Coast, so he's an hour behind me. But we're going to close this out. And I do want to say, like us hanging out, having fun, having a good time. It's all been for Daniel, who we lost in our community. Rest in peace, sir. You were an awesome, awesome part of this community, and you will remain so.
Cheers, Daniel.
Cheers for a long, long time. If you want to send your well wishes and words of support to his family and stuff to be read at his memorial, Crow posted a link to his community page, but you can go to Crow of Judas on Facebook, on YouTube. You can find that link so that you can send your messages. I support that absolutely. Go do that. I think he said his memorial was on Friday, so you have a day or two. Like, just go do it now. Those watching, go do it now. Even if it's after the fact, go do it now. Just do it. And thanks for being a part of this community, and thanks for supporting this community. Thank you guys. We got Matt Ben, Devil's Hour Production. We got Helena over here at Hauntingly Beautiful. We got Cassie and Ron. Cassie's back there. She's still back there. She's sleeping.
She's so cold.
We went late, guys. They're over there at Weeping Willow Paranormal. Don't forget to hang out with Joe at Entity 7 Paranormal, and all of our friends, Crow of Judas, Karen of Dutooth Paranormal, the guys over at
Drawing a blank.
you know,
Who are we talking about?
you guys suck.
Who you
What?
West Coast boys.
West Coast boys.
Anyway, support our community, guys.
Oh, you talking about? I'm West Coast.
yeah, Matt Ben. That's who I'm talking
It's
about.
literally on my shirt. It's on my
It
shirt.
wasn't, but I'm
Devil's
tired.
Hour Productions.
So tired, guys.
That was a big
Thanks for
clue.
joining us for this live stream. If you are a member of this channel, there's a new video for you guys over on YouTube. Go check that out. And then next week, I have a new cemetery video loaded up for you guys. So next week, next Wednesday, I have a cemetery video for you guys. Anyway, have a good one, guys. Thank you, guys. I love you guys in the chat. You guys are awesome. Have a good night. Get some rest. And hope to see you on the next one. Have a good one.